Oh, fuck. Oh, I mean, it's going from... Oh, it's going from yellow to green bars. I'm just getting everything open here. Alright, so last time we left off, we were working on this, so... Yeah, let's finish it. First deal of business. Let's remove this fucking knife, because we don't need it. Right, that. Let's readjust these.
Oh,
hi,
well.
I'm just working on the other banished human ranks as requested by people in the server.
Okay.
Uh,
Fair enough. I've got some ideas I'm going to be doing later tonight. Mostly, what's it called? Working on some more Helldiver fan concepts. Since the Terminid assets have been imported in, I'm going to be doing a few things in terms of insect paratization, actually.
the Gloom ones?
A little different than the Gloom ones. I'm working with an idea of specific units. So there is a concept I have called the Hive Titan, which is basically the typical Bio Titan. But you see that its back's been like torn open, and it has like this gigantic hive structure on its back. When it moves, it doesn't move normally. It's like dragging its own legs more so than usual. And
Yeah.
when you find out about it, it's like because this hive, well, it's an opposite hive that's taken over basically. So it's hijacking the creature's nervous system.
Oh, I see.
Also, hello, Sparky.
Sparky!
Hey, Jory, how's it going?
I wish I could say it was going better. I'm just trying to get my mind off things as usual.
What
That's
happened?
Just typical shit. There's just a few things I'm worried about that I think will be fine at the end of the day. It's just, a lot of people will try. I mean, it's been a little more peaceful without Ratturd bringing up politics 24/7. I mean, I kind of miss him, but at the same time, I don't because I don't know what happened with him either. Sorry to detract from the thing we were talking about, Rev.
Oh no, it's fine. It's completely understandable. Honestly, I'm a little worried too, but I'm gonna assume he's fine. He just seems like the type of person who doesn't let a lot bother him. So I'm just assuming he's just busy with his life in general.
Maybe. He's just kind of been acting this way since he got banned from Master Cheek's server, and because, I've had to tell him off not to fucking be, like, in my DMs, like, because it was just getting frustrating, so I just completely ignored it, because it's like, I just don't want to, I'm not in the mental state to be dealing with this stuff, so.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, there's a time and place for everything, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, it's just like, I don't know. I think good things will happen, especially with all the layoffs that have been happening in the industry, and
Oh, absolutely.
all the other news that's coming out that's really good. So there's a lot of good news. It's just a lot of people are focusing on the negative and propping it up as the worst thing ever. But I think things will be fine in the next year.
Absolutely. Well, that's the typical shit they do. It's like, oh, they can't have people having hope, so they always try to ruin it. Like that one friend that you find at oh no, sorry, not friend. That one person at a party, you're just trying to enjoy yourself and like have the drinks or whatever, and then there's just that one asshole in the corner trying to like debate people, and be like, "Don't you know that blah 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 blah?" And you're just like, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
But at least, hey, the respect I say respect in quotations, the influence these idiots have is completely and utterly like shuttered completely, which is beautiful because it just was that now the shift is again happening and we can mock these morons as they used to be mocked.
Yeah, just like in 2016.
Mm-hmm. It's honestly kind of funny when you think about it. It's like, oh no, the quote unquote chuds are winning again. It's like, yeah, because it's not a political bullshit. It's just people wanting to be people and left alone from this shit.
Oh, you remember the fucking thing I sent you yesterday, where the fucking monkey is on the bed and it has Ubisoft, and it's like,
Yeah.
did we at least own the chuds because they went bankrupt?
Yeah, and it's like you weren't even close. Like, I wish there was like a bonus image where it's like not even close.
I just saw a bunch of like memes on Twitter about that. Like, there's just like it's like this guy on a horse with a red coat on saying, "Spread the word, Ubisoft has fallen."
Oh, we shall. Again, that is like that has to suck if you're like somebody in a high position in Ubisoft, just seeing all this happening, and then thinking to yourself, "Wow, the people are celebrating our destruction." Shit,
Yeah, I mean, it's just gotten to that point.
Mm-hmm. I feel a little bad about the Ubisoft situation, only because it affects another studio I'm a big fan of.
What's that studio?
You know, not a game studio. It's an animation studio. Bobby Pills. They were contracted by Ubisoft to do a second season of Captain Laserhawk.
Oh yeah, I
And now they're
remember you
not.
were
They've been
telling me about that. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, the
Yeah.
fucking Adi Shanker show.
The what?
That shows me by Adi Shanker, the Indian.
Yeah, but again, it's by a company or an animation studio that is super based. So it's like interesting.
What else do they
Yeah.
make? What kind of other stuff do they make?
Okay, let's get into the list. They are responsible for is a specific show called, and I'm not joking about this, the Super Fuck Friends.
I think I've
So
heard
that's
about
one.
that. I've actually heard about that. That was like a cartoon, like
Yes.
the animal characters who are all naked, right?
Half naked, yeah, or just completely nude. Yep. That show's been absolutely blacklisted off of fucking YouTube to the point where it's like you can't even re-upload it simply because of like what's on the screen, basically. I say this, and it's like it's actually pretty good. I'm not saying this is like, oh, he's a degenerate. I mean, it's like it actually gives you like life advice about like, hey, don't have sex like crazy. Actually, practice safe sex and shit like that. The second season is much more goofy because they're like, fuck it, let's have fun with the setting. So they've done that. The other shows that they did is an insect-focused one called Vermin, which is basically like about a fly cop and a mantis cop. Again, it's more like a critique of the French police force and shit like that, but it's charming in its own way, basically. So you've got that going on. Let me see. They also did they did animation work for Adi before. They were actually partially responsible for production work on Castlevania, the Castlevania shows that were created for Netflix. They're behind that too. And they've also done their own animated series on YouTube called Crisis Jung, which is very fresh in the sense of like, very like artistic, in quotations, and weird shit. I just find it hilarious because the show is like a parody of the typical anime protagonist tropes and some just other weird shit in general. For Christ's sakes, the enemies in that are just guys who have literal chainsaw penises.
Oh my.
And yet somehow that doesn't get censored on YouTube.
Really makes it think.
Weird. But yeah, they are a pretty cool company. But like I said, they're a really good company. They appreciate the fan support quite frequently. They're very open about like the fan stuff, and they've been thankful for a lot of them who've like supported when they did their GoFundMe's for a lot of the stuff. So they are, they're not like the typical company. It's like, oh, you don't like our show, fuck you. It's literally like, no, thank you for supporting us and keeping us, keeping the lights on, basically. Which in turn has allowed them to, reach out to proper studios and get more regular work, essentially. However, with this whole Ubisoft problem, I'm worried for the company because, that's one of their bigger contracts that they basically lost out on.
Well, maybe Tencent will keep them around.
I don't doubt it. Or I also think that they're behind another series called I know in English it's called The Wackos, and it's basically it's a parody of ironically what I do on for a daily living. But it's basically like the economy's gone to shit, and a lot of cartoon characters are struggling to find work, so they have to go to the social worker and get unemployment / actually work alongside and explain what they've been doing, basically. It mixes in the elements of like absurdism and then over the top sexual themes. Basically. Ironically, a lot of the parodies are also kind of like on point. It isn't just like crude humor for the sake of it. Like what is it? There's this gag in one point where basically the social worker is has to interview like a bunch of youths at some point, right? And then it's just a bunch of like college like losers who are basically parodies of like the Yu-Gi-Oh cast essentially, and all they're doing is just playing the card game there, and she's just trying to get their attention. So she calls up like they're having issues because they're just being idiots trying to settle their issues in like what's it called? Their issues in like with a card game and just being very immature. So she basically calls someone to help sort this out, which is the character Sandy, who's a complete whore. And then it just hard cuts to them just all completely incapacitated, smiling from ear to ear. And she's like, "Thank you for like sorting this shit out." She's like, "Oh yeah, no problem." Like, just as an obvious parody, it's like, yeah, nobody who plays Yu-Gi-Oh gets laid. Not cool.
Oh my.
So what was the name of this show again?
It's again in English. It's referred to the Wackos. You're not really going to find it on YouTube again, due to its issues. YouTube has had like an axe to grind with Bobby Pills for a while, and they've been actively trying to censor the company at every possible turn. So a lot of it has been either scrubbed or they've had to push things to another website and stuff like that. It's very difficult to find unless you're like going through French channels and shit like that. But I'm sure you'll find like a few things here and there on like what's it called? Like off the web, GIFs, things like that.
I think I found it. I actually did find it. Just
Okay.
looking it up.
But yeah, it's a decent little like funny concept. It is interesting to see certain cartoon characters from like the 90s and even earlier than that being like realistic sort of proportions. Like, oh god, yeah, this does make sense. Excuse me.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, the animation work is also pretty impressive given everything else. I mean, it's not super detailed, but when they commit to the to a bit,
Oh,
they
hi,
commit to it.
Talcha. He's in the chat.
Hello, welcome.
We're in. I mean, if you want to join us, I'll send you the link to my server. Because, you know,
Yeah.
I know you like to talk.
Okay. Let me see what else. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a decent show. Again, I just feel bad that YouTube's been like on the warpath against this company for a while. So a lot of their stuff either gets put on their website, which is free to like go to, or you know they advertise it elsewhere, or they use their YouTube channel to advertise the projects and don't really put anything else to it. Again, and this is more of a problem with like international issues. Because in France, nudity and everything is just kind of viewed as the norm. It's not a big thing. So they're very kind of like lax with it. But again, here in the States, it's like, oh, you can have like a character's ass on screen if it's like ambiguous. But oh god, if you put tits on something, no, it's verboten.
Oh, hi,
Also, hello.
Talcha.
Hello.
Oh, so let me check it.
I'm glad you're here.
Hi there. I don't think I've met you before, Mr. Talcha.
I don't think so. Hello.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
hi there.
I'm hearing something in the background. What is that?
Oh, I have 6 children, so my background's noisy.
You have kids?
children. That's
yeah.
the most surprising thing.
You have kids?
6.
I
Whoa.
see. So you, not to be rude, but okay, you are an accomplished fucker. Congratulations.
How old are you?
Me? I don't want to say.
So we're going
I mean,
to assume 40.
I assume you're in your 30s, at least.
It might not be accurate. I've met some 20-year-olds who've had a lot of kids.
No, you were right.
Okay, so he's in his 30s.
No,
The appropriate.
40.
Oh,
That's
I
interesting.
was,
you
I
don't...
was already through like high school when Combat Evolved came out.
Yeah, he's told me
Oh, wow.
stories about that on about the playing those games.
The release of Halo 3 and how amazing it was.
Yeah.
honestly,
Yes.
like finally, I can bequeath my title of old man to somebody else.
Yeah, that would be me.
But yeah, Combat Evolved, like, I think that was a little after my, or like before my time. I remember being around and witnessing the hype of Halo 3 to the point where it's like there was those advertisements of like the machinima where the two Spartans are just like saying goodbye to everything, and the one thing that stuck to me was that moment where he says, "Goodbye, giant weird wheel in the sky. I'm gonna miss it all."
Isn't that in Halo 2?
I think so. I honestly can't recall off the top of my head. Both games kind of blurred into my brain unintentionally.
Oh.
Yeah, but I remember like witnessing like the hype. I remember like the excitement, and then being around for like the boom of the machinima, basically. Like not the company, the concept of the machinima.
I used to watch these Dark Spire films, guys.
Darkspire, Darkspire. That sounds familiar.
They did a series called Matchmaking.
Matchmaking.
It
Hold
was
on, bear with me a second.
pretty funny.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I'm just trying to remember. Because I think I may have seen them just today. Were they the ones who did the live action stuff?
No, they pretended like they were pulling off like glitches and stuff. It was pretty good for the time. Let's see. Let's unwrap this.
Oh yeah, Talcha's
See,
working
some-
on his mods too. Did you know that he's making a new species for Halo?
Oh, what are you creating? What science abominations are you concocting?
Oh, the Ecox.
Yeah.
The what?
Oh, there's a couple different ones now. There's the Ecox and the Rithaisa.
Okay, elaborate.
The Rithaisa are a fringe covenant species that they can't control, but they're really athletic. They even in my mod they like flip around and do ninja stuff,
Okay.
and they don't speak.
Mhm.
They can't speak. You just kind of got to see them in action, really. I mean,
I see.
they're
So when you say they, oh, sorry,
ahead.
go on.
The lore can be developed on them a little more, but I have more for the
Mhm.
Ecox than I do the Rithaisa.
Okay. So when you say that they can't speak, is this as in they can't speak in a way that we understand it, or is this like the Covenant have taken their voice?
Well, they have vestrals. They don't have vocal cords.
Okay. So we can't
So-
understand them, but they have a form of communication.
Yeah, they're kind of like Cadence in a way. They
hmm
they squeak and bark, and they make.
Oh, like
think of like a dog.
I'm in terms of sci-fi. I'm thinking. What are they called? The Tau subservient species. Oh God, bear with me. I think they're called.
See if I can yank up a video here.
Sure.
I have to leave Jordan's stream for a second.
Wait, was it Crux or Crooks? I can't remember. Again, I don't play Tau, so I don't know half of the shit with that. But I know the concept. It's a fun idea, and you can really get around with like using complex like ideas via like, oh, this is how they communicate, so therefore they don't have the same kind of like language structure or cultural structure.
Oh, yeah. I found a video, but it's like super old, and they've been polished since.
I would like to see it all the same.
Open chat.
I mean, for God's sakes, I used to play the original Metal Gear. I'm used to bad graphics.
Humans just call them rats.
Okay. Fun concept.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you
it's
say
a
they're
game.
called. You say they're called rats. Do they actually look like rats?
Kinda.
Ooh, cool.
Like giant bipedal rats with like a big energy blade sticking out of the forearm.
Oh, Skaven.
Oh wow. Yeah. I was
Like,
gonna say that's kind of funny because Oh, I had an idea for an alien species for like my own little sci-fi universe called the Res Key, and well, in this case, they aren't exactly. I originally imagined them as being like rats, though. In later versions, I decided that they'd be better to imagine being more like marsupials or something like that.
Oh shit! Well, let's drop that. Where would you have sent the video? Just in general chat.
In this chat right here. I forgot that I wasn't in Jordan's server
I
after
think
my Discord got hacked.
Yeah, I think it got hacked, and I forgot to reinvite you,
Okay.
and I was like, oh wait, you're on the stream. You voice chat. You'd be perfect for this stream, so I thought to invite you.
Okay, here they are.
Especially since I'm doing this more frequently.
Yeet. Alright, let me see. I'm gonna have to lower my audio a bit. So I'm on the phone. Oh no, there's no audio to it. Perfect. Okay, holy shit, that thing's fast.
Oh yeah, I noticed that a lot. That thing it looks awesome.
It is.
What would
It's
you say
like
it's called
on
again?
super speed.
The Rith Aissa, they're called rats. Rith Aissa is their like Halo species name. You know how they get all fancy with it.
I think
I know
I'm
there's
just gonna
new
stick with rat.
guns. I know there's new guns as well. Like, what's the automatic? Like, are they brute guns? Because they both have
Yeah,
bayonets on them.
Every single gun there's 14 original guns, and they're all brute weapons.
Oh, interesting. Like,
well,
do you
two of them
play
are
as a
Covenant
brute?
weapons. Yes, you do. The
Oh,
Covenant
that's
rig,
awesome.
the first-person rig is all a custom brute and stuff.
Okay, that is
Oh,
awesome. That's actually really neat.
The first
Halo mod where he
person-
plays a brute. That's new. That is very
Well,
cool.
The premise of the mod is you play as a chieftain or chieftess. It's a female brute. There are female brutes in my mod.
Okay.
She is a chieftess. Her father gets like taken by the Covenant. She's got to rise up, conquer neighboring clans to war against the Covenant and the people and the brute clan that allied with the Covenant.
It makes sense.
So the whole
Like again,
campaign is,
that's.
like gathering resources.
Oh, go ahead.
Here's a picture of the character. I recently
Alright, I'll take a
redid
look
the
in a second.
shaders.
Oh, cool, neat.
You can
And,
kill
well-
animals in the mod and chop them up to eat their meat for health.
That's something we haven't seen before. But also,
There's
like, is in keeping with the brute.
that's been expanded too, Jordan.
Really?
There are various like wild fruits and plants that you can just chop
Oh.
off trees and stuff to restore your health.
Which-
And there are also ponds of water where there are fish that you can kill, and they also drop health.
Oh, nice. I remember you were like showing me that one time, like as a little bit of a prototype.
Yeah, so all
I
of
do
that
like
is
the-
how you recover your health. There's no health kits. It's all like living off the land while you fight.
So, murder fish to regain health.
Yes.
I like that. I do like the armor. I like you're not just trying to recreate like for lack of a better term, a brute version of the Covenant armor they get or anything like that.
Nope.
Like this is a custom armor set that, while a little bit more advanced than what we expect the brutes to have, it's slightly more medieval in terms of its aesthetic. It is in keeping with the brute style.
Tried. Me and Batman really were
Mhm.
trying with that stuff, trying to keep them true to Halo, but also like new, pre-Covenant, because all of the identity of the brutes are during the Covenant, and
Right.
it's been a challenge to try to explore what they were like beforehand.
Oh, absolutely. One of the big things I think is that, like, I know we all collectively dislike the 343 stuff, but I will applaud them in one instance where, in one of the comics, they do give us a look at a brute wearing more traditional kind of like brutish armor, basically, or like ceremonial armor. And it kind of gives the idea that the issue is that they're not an intelligent species in the sense of like culturally or sophisticationally or anything like that. They're using primitive weapons, clubs, etc. And then when the Covenant comes around, they give them more means to essentially put in the brutal nature into the more sleek and ornate designs of the Covenant's armor. So don't see that that natural evolution of the Stone Age to the Bronze Age to the Steel Age, etc. But
So
seeing this again, go ahead.
a lot of their stuff is like so I tried to try to
Mhm.
try to imagine what it would be like pre-Covenant, like all their armor, all the guns.
Right. Yeah, and
Got
I
posted a
think
couple more things for you guys.
I'll see you in a second. But I
Sorry.
think, like I said, I think you've kept it pretty close to what's the expression? Pretty close to the vest in terms of like how the armor would look, how the armor would function, at least in terms of like the general aesthetic of the brute. Um, Obviously, it's like again, the models look impressive. Like you've rebuilt, or how do I put it? You've reinterpreted the brutes and didn't just use the Halo 3 assets. You said, okay, let's give them their own appearance, let's give them their own armaments, let's make it feel like they're wearing armor and fabrics to sort of what's the word? To alleviate the chafing that the armor would cause, basically. And honestly, I love a lot of this, to be quite frank. Like this, I hate the fact that this isn't official. That is like the biggest thing that's like irking me, but like in a good way, basically.
I've spent the last 2 years designing a lot of this stuff.
Uh, I can tell. Like there's a level of quality and polish that you don't see very often in like a lot of mods. And I'm not saying that like as a jab to anyone, but I'm saying like there is a clear attention to detail, care put into everything. There's an obvious attempt to try and make this feel impressive. Hell, even the creatures you've added, this what is that thing? A giant jackal? Well, not jackal like the alien, but like a beast. I mean.
Oh, those are so in that video it kind of shows off a couple of the different Ecox variants.
Okay, so what's their like idea? What's their
So their
concept?
idea is they exist on the moon of Doisak, Thish, I think
Mhm.
it is. They live on Thish. The Covenant brought them over to try to destabilize, the stronger brute strongholds, because elites are not a huge match for brutes normally. I mean, they
Obviously.
could kill brutes, but brutes are just ridiculous, really.
Mhm.
So they just saw them as free labor, but the Ecox they mutate. Some of the lower variants will mutate into the big ones,
Okay.
and the whole idea behind them is they're actually they were manipulated by the Forerunners. Their DNA is kind of unstable, so that's how they
Ah,
can
I
mutate.
see.
And the Flood have a hard time infecting them because their blood is acidic.
Okay. Question: when you say that they mutate, is this a case of is this in response to trauma specifically? So, for example, if you shoot their legs, will they suddenly start growing like thicker plating to protect themselves and stuff like that?
So the Covenant were fighting them on the moon, and in just 2 generations, they were seeing adaptations to plasma weapons.
Ah, I see. Okay, so it is response to trauma, but like on a generation scale.
Yeah.
I
The,
see. I see.
so
Okay.
they're ruled by a matriarch,
Okay.
and they can lay several hundred eggs in a week, and they're able to replenish pretty quickly as long as they have resources.
Right.
And they um, they have a symbiotic relationship with this like weird alien bee creature, and
Mhm.
those bugs can generate bioplasma, and the Ecox use them to make weapons and also adapt their own bodies to use that same bioplasma.
Ah, I see. I
So
see. So it's like a glue.
yeah, it's weird. It's hard. It's kind of hard to explain because I haven't really thought about it too deeply. All
No,
I say
I
is it's a
understand.
symbiotic relationship.
Right. No, I like based on even that, I understand exactly what you're going for. In terms of this, the blending of organic and inorganic to a certain degree. Basically, it's closer to a biopolymer essentially, which allows them to not only adapt their weaponry, but also allows them to bypass restrictions of certain organic limitations instead of just going through the standard process of passing on desirable traits over a specific period of time that can be accelerated via the, for lack of a better term, biobeam.
Sure.
Again, I've delved deep into sci-fi bullshit. Very little surprises me these days.
Yeah, they were just something cool I wanted to add to replace the flood.
Oh yeah, I think it works
Because there
completely.
won't be any flood in the project.
Thank God.
There's no humans either.
Again, thank God. I'm so tired. Like, no offense to Jordan, here for a second, but I am tired of mods just trying to put humans in against the player without any like overview. Again, I'm not saying that your mod's going to be any lesser because of that. You're actually trying to make the humans integrated and fun to fight against. So
Well,
you're
I
actively
actually
trying
gave
to
them
make them
more
odd.
stunning to their you can they actually aren't like as durable as the Marines, because if you remember when we were doing a tournament and the Marines were just destroying everything,
Right.
that's just the base Marines. I edited the banished soldiers to be like you hit them, they're more likely to be stunned, similar to a jack. Like they have stats more closer to a grunt, which is kind of why in the battles they would run away and be scared. Which I had no idea that Halo 3 Marines even had dialogue for running away and being scared, but they actually do. And that's why they weren't fighting the
I see.
Marines, because they got scared of them, because I gave them grunt
Fair
AI.
enough.
But I'm
It's probably because
yeah.
when humans retreat, it's usually scripted.
Oh.
Yeah, because I remember, I think in Halo 3, like when the Flood are introduced, you can encounter Marines running away from the Flood. Like they will have dialogue for fear for that. But I think that only triggers in certain conditions. Like if you don't if you save certain Marines but you don't, or if you kill Marines being transformed, they freak out and shit like that, basically. But as for the bit with the modding side of things, what I'm trying to say is that if there's a mod that's set where humanity has no place in it, I always prefer it when someone goes out of their way and creates new enemies, new concepts, like a general new feeling to everything, rather than just taking the human AI and replacing it over and over again, doing a human equivalent, less interesting aliens, for lack of better term, or basically what I like to call the Star Trek approach, where every alien is just another guy in a costume and makeup, basically.
Yeah, Klingon effect.
Exactly. But again, that's just my take on that. Again, I loved both mods pretty closely. Again, Jordan introducing dinosaurs and giving this sort of banished bestiality or not bestiality, bestial. It took me a second to say, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. Banish general taming aspect and having beasts in their ranks, is something that just makes perfect sense for the banished, given that they're a brute led faction. And here in your mod, this sort of for lack of a better, to sound redundant, brutality in it all, just pure natural selection, predatory species putting up with another species that can just overcome difficult situations just through the sheer act of procreation and genetic manipulation.
There's a reason behind that. The Forerunners actually manipulated them to be able to do that, because it was sort of an anti-flood measure.
I see.
It's one of the ways where they tried everything, but they still had to fire Halo.
Right, like the Sharkboy and everything else. So that brings up an interesting question in terms of this. So this species, you said that they're on the Brutes, one of the Brutes' moons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So have the Brutes ever encountered them prior to like the Covenant's involvement? Are there instances
Yes.
where they've managed to? Okay.
Yes, their temples are still on Doisak, and you get to explore their temples and
I
see
see.
a little bit of the Ecox's, a little bit of their culture, but in ruin.
I see. So what is like when you say their culture? What do you think for the Ecox in specific? Like, what do they
They
value? Like in terms of the mod, what will we see of their culture? Is what I mean.
Well, right now it's not a whole lot. It's just some temples with ruined statues and whatnot.
Hmm.
And then when you
Okay.
actually fight them, it's like they're usually in like caves or
Okay.
just causing problems in general.
So it's
I
basically like a collapsed civilization.
Yeah, because they've been off Doisak for so long on the moon that
Hmm.
I would imagine 1,000 years. I don't know, kind of shooting off the cuff here, and it's all just kind of in ruins. And they come back and then they find their old places, and they'll inhabit some of those older areas.
Right. I can see that. Like in terms of, again, let me ask a few questions before I start talking out of my, you know, um, the average ecox. How would you describe intelligence? Are we talking brutish caveman, slightly more intelligent humanoid, primitive? What exactly are we dealing
Um, so the base form,
with? Hmm.
they're basically like frogs.
Oh, so
So
no
they
higher
don't
brain.
have hard. No, not really. Only the higher versions, like the
Hmm.
queen and the defenders and stuff,
Okay.
have like any tactical decision. The queen's the only one
Oh,
that could. The queen can actually speak to brutes. I want to play
I,
into that later. Like if somewhere in the mod, if you spare the queen when you fight them in some showdown, that she'll come and help you against the Covenant in the last level.
okay. So the average one or the average ecox is just for lack of a better term, just a foot soldier, a shock unit. It's just
Yeah.
something that's sent out into the field, and it doesn't really care about its existence. It expects to die. When I say expects to die, it's like it doesn't have any higher brain function than seek, kill, eat, basically.
Yeah, they have a very they have a hive mentality.
I see.
Yeah,
So
like I said,
the
they're stand-ins for the flood, so they're gonna kind of mirror some of the aspects of the flood a little.
Okay, and so the defenders are a bit more intelligent in terms of this. Do they have the capability of speech, or is it just strictly like no, they just don't talk?
They will.
Okay. So again, when you say that they're hive mind, is this the sense of like the Queen will speak through them, or is this more like uh, they are somewhat independent in the sense of like capable of making some base decision, but overall their mind is dominated by the hive?
So it goes out like
Hmm.
they have a hierarchy, and the queen will issue orders, and then the defenders will issue orders to the rest of the ecogs.
Okay.
And then
So.
some of them are just crazy
Mhm.
monsters, like the destroyers and the chargers are they're just ravenous beasts. They
Living
just
tank,
attack.
basically.
Yeah, the chargers aren't very strong. They have heavy plating. You can shoot off their shells on their back and then like target their guts and just kill them. And destroyers are basically essentially they're like hunters. They're really tanky. They're really strong. They could take you down in a single
Okay.
melee, and they're fast. You
Okay.
could see them in the video that I posted in this chat.
Yeah,
It's like a little animation test. That's what it was.
I see. Okay. Well, I bring this up because again, you mentioned this whole culture, this idea of like they used to inhabit Doisak circa 1,000 years, give or take a couple millennia, whatever you want to, basically. And what I kind of imagine, like in terms of culture, like the dynamics in terms of this is a similar concept. Like I imagine it would be something akin to like desire to reclaim territory. Not necessarily like rebuild the empire, but more like we used to be here. This shit is ours. Taking it back, basically. That's the
If the
men-
queens
the
are
vibe I
knowledgeable,
get.
yeah. The one queen that's knowledgeable
Okay.
about their history, yeah. There's only it's a very small faction of enemies.
Right.
They don't basically once if you decide, I'm gonna like conclude decision, kill or spare, and if you spare her, she'll help you, and if you kill, that's pretty much it for them.
Okay. Makes sense.
It's kind of sad to think about because they're only gonna be in 3 or 4 levels. I mean, the whole campaign's only 4 levels.
Wait,
Right.
really?
It's the best. It's the best way to kind of introduce faction and not like address the idea of like, okay, this is a cool faction. Why have they never made an appearance like quote unquote elsewhere? And it's like, oh, because this was their only big thing, and depending on events, could see the species wiped out, basically.
Yeah, at least off Doisak and just trapped on the moon still.
Right, which makes perfect sense. Again, I'm very interested in like this species and the rats. I think that the rats, I find the most peculiar because again they are very Skaven adjacent, very Crux adjacent species, and again they give like from what I saw in like the animation for it moving around, it kind of gives me this sense of like a very skilled elite unit, something that is sent into battle as like a singular or a small group unit and understands what it's after, its objective, and will accomplish it at the best possible way it can, basically.
Yeah, they're they're actually pretty intelligent. I'd say they're equivalent to like a human. They're really good at strategy. The Riff, we're just call them rats for short. The rats are really they're really good at tactical decisions. Sometimes the elites, I have like some stuff written down, but I'm just going off memory. The elites even the elites are kind of jealous of how fast they can come up with strategy, and also they're a little jealous, but they find the rats to be too reckless.
I mean, I can see it. It's like it gives me the sense that like they have an animal instinct that has to be suppressed to a certain degree, where they're capable of the intelligence, they're capable of understanding things, but the moment that conflict is engaged, that instinct kicks in, and everything else just shuts down.
Well, they're assholes because they keep eating jackals.
It's like, oh, you dicks! You eat the jackals before I can eat the jackals. Fuck you.
Yeah, they keep eating jackals, and the elites aren't very nice to them when they do.
I can imagine.
I have to go pull up my notes. Yeah, they keep fucking eating them.
Makes sense. I will.
Excuse me.
Nice. No. 5 stars across the board
My
on that
goodness.
one. You're good. You're good. That it happens when you talk a lot, so don't worry.
Probably the Dr. Pepper.
Probably. For me, like again, I don't think that's a big issue because let's face it, jackals are awful fucking things to begin with. They eat whatever they can find. They poo everywhere. They're just genuinely like unpleasant. Is the best way to put it. Like if unpleasant was a species,
Total
yes, they also
jackal
stink.
death.
Like Rev's anti-jackal rant and sermons coming up. No,
What can you say? The rats appreciate grilled jackal.
No. I would love to get the recipes, honestly. Actually, that's another thing as well. I'm still trying to think of a fucking cookbook for like Covenant species, and it's been difficult because we don't have any equivalencies. So I'm kind of stabbing at the dark here.
I mean, grunts taste like crabs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess you could probably. Well, again, the question becomes how much of the grunt do you cut off to get to the meat? Like, where's the chitin coming off at the best points? How long to cook? That kind of thing. Like, I imagine that if you were to kill and start working with the grunt, you'd have to do it like you would do a normal crab. You have to boil the water and then throw the fucker in, and then start just breaking off brittle shell pieces at that point to get the meat, which would probably be the arms.
Grunts are weird because they're still vertebrates.
True.
And they still, and they have, shells. They're just weird
Right.
altogether.
Well, it's not too difficult to figure out. Again, the main thing about grunts is that this is. Have you ever heard of the Crabman evolutionary theory?
No.
It basically states that at some point, all life will eventually start developing and evolving into a crab-like entity over time. This is
Okay,
to
yes,
do
I
with
have heard of this.
yes.
Divergent
So
evolution.
yes, exactly. My suspicion is that, given Balaho's general inhospitable nature, I suspect that the evolution of a chitinous exoskeleton was a result of being essentially predated on something much larger that could easily eat, whereas a shell would probably provide some form of protection from certain species. I'd imagine perhaps larger anthropoids, cephalopods, anything that basically would what we would expect something to hunt a creature of this size, essentially. Given the intensity of methane on said planet, I also suspect that we're dealing with more buoyant species as well, to a certain degree. So again, probably closer to octopi or gastropods in general.
Or incredible gassy.
No,
This
we're
planet
not doing
needs a
that.
hero.
Grunts
No.
probably stink.
Oh, they absolutely do. It is pure fucking ass stank. I'm surprised that they don't explode more often when you light things around them. I know the methane tank can detonate, but I'm surprised they don't suffer internal combustion when that methane ignites.
In the chat, I posted the various weapons in first person.
Oh, sure, I'll take a look. But there's that. As for jackals, again, no offense to the rats, but I don't think you can really make a jackal taste any better.
Depends on your tastes. Oh,
Really, but it's also very it's largely skin and bone. It's like eating an emaciated chicken, basically. You have to add something to it, basically.
Fry them. You gotta fry them.
Probably, but again, what do you remove? What do you keep? I imagine they have some form of gizzard, giblets. You probably managed to get your hands on. So, my philosophy has always been to start cutting until you eventually get to something, and eventually you'll have a stew.
Chud
Okay,
stew.
so these it should stew. Well, chunk stew, for lack of a better term.
excuse me.
You're good. Okay, so these are the first four here. I'm guessing the large red weapon here. That's some form of missile launcher.
Yeah, it's a cluster rocket launcher.
Okay. Right.
So when it detonates, it shoots out of several projectiles that arc towards the ground, and then they each detonate.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty cool.
One rocket per reload.
Oh, okay. It is the it's okay. All right. The second weapon here. I'm guessing some form of assault rifle.
The second weapon, the one with the big handle on it.
Yes.
Nope, that is a sort of top-loading heavy DMR. Think of it like a heavy DMR.
So hence the handle.
It shoots foot-long lances.
Okay, so when you go to reload it, basically you pull the handle back to force more lances in.
Yeah, I have an animation channel for all that. If you want to see all these function.
Okay. Well, I just want to kind of examine the images first before anything.
So you push the thing. Actually, opens up the hood opens up automatically. You force your new rounds in. You pull the handle back. It's ready to go.
it's a ground.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, all right, I like that. All right, third weapon here. This I'm guessing based on the ammo here. This is the assault rifle.
Yes.
Okay.
50-round mag, decent spread. It's more effective than the assault rifle, though.
I see. So what's the round permitted?
600.
Okay, all right. That is a beefy boy. I like the bayonet at the front, the slight curve. Like I imagine that when you go to use it, you do an overhead swing rather than a straightforward jab.
There's actually a handle on the bottom of it, right in
Hmm.
front of the bayonet. You actually thrust with it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay. All right, and the fourth image, that is the pistol.
Yep, that is the. It's essentially a CE Magnum, but
Hmm.
it it is limited. Okay, so all of my weapons are hard limited to their rolls.
Okay.
So this
So there's
thing
no alt
is
fire.
there. There is alt fire in some of these, but this one no. It is a 10-round mag, good against
Hmm.
shields. The little blue thing in the back pops out, and then you reload it
Hmm.
that by shoving another one in, and it's limited to about 20 world units, and after that, all of your aim assist falls off.
Okay.
So it doesn't overlap with something. It doesn't overlap with the other weapons
Okay.
that can
So
fire at range.
yeah, an all-purpose unit. Okay, I can well an all-purpose weapon. Okay. And the last one, this is another pistol.
It is a pistol.
Okay.
It is the Ranger.
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
It shoots 2 spikes per trigger pull. It has a 15-round magazine. But if you hold the trigger, it will switch to a third barrel. It'll tilt the gun to the side and actually shoot a grenade.
Fucking thing. Like I say that in like with no disrespect. It's like huh, that is. I think that's the most creative concept I've seen for a Halo mod in a while. A gun that is a burst pistol that also shoots grenade.
It's the role of the weapon's super weird. It is a 1v1 specific weapon.
Mm.
It is for
So
taking
honor
on
dueling.
it is for taking on singular targets.
Okay, so like other chieftains and sort of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I can work with that. Let's see.
Oh, you're
It's
We'll
actually
watching
then jump up.
JonTron based.
Yeah.
Indeed.
My wife.
All right.
We watch JonTron a lot.
Good. I love watching it too.
I'm sorry. Yeah, same, but I love John's whole like and stuff and the edit of the woodcock just going the wood. Okay, all right. Let's see the next weapon here. Okay, this one's got me stumped. It's a laser of some sort. I have
It
no idea what this is.
it is a ballista. It's a handheld ballista weapon.
Oh.
It shoots it has the laser HUD, but it shoots a projectile and it's slow and it arcs. And when it attaches to targets, it erupts into flame.
So like the Doom Eternal, Arbalest.
It's got a unique role that you don't see, and that is something that I had to design for the project. It is an anti-giant monster weapon.
Is that the official title? Anti-giant monster weapon.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it will delete a brute right now in an elite, but the giant wildlife often have 1,000, 2,000 health, and this thing helps kind of sponge them up a little bit.
I see. Okay, that works. I like the overall boxy design of it. Like, it is a cobbled together weapon, but it doesn't look like it's made of scrap.
I was just trying to stay true to Halo 3, but
Yeah,
also bring
I like
new
it.
things.
Yep, you're good. No worries. All right, the next one. Another. I'm guessing this is another power weapon.
I would say so. It's
Hmm.
pretty strong. It's pretty strong.
It gives me slight Quake Strog weapon vibes.
What was that?
It gives me like Strog weapon vibes, like from Quake.
It's a blunderbuss.
Mhm. You know, that oddly makes sense for the brutes.
So it's 2 rounds. It shoots 15 spikes at once. I can't remember how many it shoots. It has, and the bullets don't have any fall off like normal shotguns. They'll travel as far as 50, 70 world units, so you can get some damage from far away, but it's most effective up close. 2 shots will put down any brute. So you pull it out, it'll delete a brute like instantly, and then you reload, and then you move on or switch to your other weapon and fight.
Okay. So it's a fallback weapon that's guaranteed to like take out targets in front of it.
It's decent on vehicles too.
I can imagine,
it can knock a
Go ahead.
Banshee over, a Warthog.
Yeah, I expect as much, especially with something like a Warthog. Like you just aim for the tire, you blow out the tire, the whole thing just violently shifts in that direction and just topples. Yeah, I can see that.
And it's also a top loader that, in between the 2 red segments, that whole
I see.
that whole thing
The tube
pops
is-
off.
Yeah, the tube assembly opens up. Okay, I like that. Okay, now this is the next one here. I'm getting OICW vibes from this one.
What's that?
The OICW. That is a. Oh god, what's it called? It's famous in the Half-Life 2 beta. It's basically a.
Experimental assault rifle with a grenade launcher. Very
Yes, thank
high-tech shit.
Okay.
Early 2000s, late 90s stuff.
It is a type of assault rifle.
Okay.
It has
So
high
when you say-
recoil. It climbs
I
like
can
the
see.
SMG. And it's fully automatic. You can also zoom with it. And it can cause
Okay.
headshots.
Okay.
So
So
it's got a
what
fire
ammo
rate.
does it use?
It uses like basically it uses like tiny little ball bearings.
Oh.
They're electrically. It's like a railgun.
Oh. Okay.
Think of it like kind of like a Scar.
Okay. I see. Okay, that works.
It has about 400. It shoots about 400 rounds per minute, so it's a little on the slower side. It's harder to control, but it's a medium, long range type weapon.
Right. I can see that working like more open areas when there's a lot to pick off, but you're not too close to use the more powerful guns. I like that.
It's called the Strifer rifle.
Strifer rifle. I like
Yeah,
that.
they all have names. Like the rocket launcher is Devastator. The second one is Impaler, Shredder, Ruiner, Rager, just Ballista, Marauder, Strifer, Masticator, Slayer, and Needlecaster.
Okay. All right. So, good. We move into the next one. So the one after the Strifer rifle here. Again, heavy New Vegas vibes. I like it. I'm guessing another kind of like pistol based on the icon. So how does this one work?
It's a weird gun, okay? It's got high recoil. It's got 10 degrees of recoil per shot. It's like a micro missile launcher. It uses it's a handheld brute chopper gun.
Okay, I have to ask why. It's like, but why?
It's 10 rounds per magazine. It reloads from the bottom like a spiker. It is because of all the big shit you fight on the world, the planet, all the giant monsters and stuff. You need to be able. You have to have the firepower to be able to put them down, or you're just gonna get eaten.
Right. So basically, we're to kind of give it into perspective. It's just Tuchanka. It's just a grassier, slightly not nicer version of Tuchanka.
Of what?
Of Tuchanka.
It's from Mass Effect.
Is that Mass Effect? I was gonna say, is that
Yeah.
Krogan?
Yeah, the Krogan homeworld, the planet that literally has everything that wants to eat you and giant fuck off worms.
Yeah, Doisak is really dangerous.
Yeah, just no. I like to joke and say like, sir, to look at, you will still die, but it's like, oh look, plants.
It's dual serrated bladed. like this, like the spiker's not serrated, but this weapon is. The rounds
Okay.
get reloaded from the bottom. It shoots 10 micro. It shoots 10 micro missiles, which are about the same. I would say they're probably the missiles are about twice the size of 50 cal.
I see. I see. I like the serrated aspect of the blade. It's like this is like the brute, hand pistols. I call them hand pistols because it was basically what the brutes had. They weren't really serrated. They were very clearly like designed to cut a target and then like make quick work of it. This looks like it was designed to like burrow into the skin and basically tear open a wound that just won't heal correctly.
Especially if you're hunting giant monsters, you need to be able to inflict serious damage.
Oh no, I like it. I like it. It's a brilliant weapon.
I'm trying to think of what else is to add to this. It's just basically that's its whole role. About 5 shots kill a brute major, so you only get 2 kills before you have to reload, and it's harder to control because of the bad recoil.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Like just again, I'm guessing if any normal person was to use this, their arms would just break off at the elbow.
The brutes use it like it's not necessarily handgun. It's twice the size of the spiker.
Right. So it's more like a big magnum, basically.
Yeah, that instead of using bullets, it shoots missiles.
Yes. Oh no, I say that it's like no, the obvious reference. It's just a bolter. That's it. It's a slightly lower caliber bolter.
It's basically a bolter.
I like it. It's like legally distinct. Like that's the subtitle for the weapon: legally distinct bolt pistol.
Brute bolter. It's actually really fun to use. It's anti. So the projectiles are high explosive, so it's anti-armor, anti-vehicle.
Oh, that's an interesting idea. Is it better against vehicles or against living things?
It is pretty good against ghosts and stuff. 2 magazines will actually destroy a wraith.
Oh, can you launch via like? Honest question: if something's barreling towards you, is it possible to just kind of like hunker down, fire this thing, and just kind of eject the trajectory, like comically so?
You could shoot at your feet and pop in the air.
Love it. All right, let's go into the next one here. So this is obviously a sniper rifle. I'm guessing gas powered.
Slayer, it's a railgun.
Yeah, I feel the railgun essence kind of like emanating from this one. I'm guessing to reload it, you grab the tube and pull it out to help like vent some of the gas.
Yeah, it's heavily inspired from the Fallout New Vegas.
Oh yeah,
rifle.
I can see it. I can see it. Like, and I'm saying that as like not as a jab. It's like literally, like the profile is very similar. The very kind of like obvious side loading, all of it. But it is welcomed in terms of, and it makes sense that the brutes would come up with a weapon like this as their like main sniper rifle. Like, how do we kill something from far away?
I figured it made sense in the brute because brutes are really understanding with. I mean, the spiker's even a railgun. Everything is. It's not propellant. The projectiles aren't propelled. You know, like a bullet. They're all propelled with like electromagnetic forces. So the brutes have a very high understanding of that stuff, and it shows in Infinite too with the one lightning rifle, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that one. No, but I know what you're talking.
Shock rifle.
Shock rifle, yeah. And I wanted to. I felt like a railgun made perfect sense for them.
Oh yeah. Like, to me, the brutes have always, like every species in the Covenant, brings something to the Covenant in the sense of like weapon understanding or like combat understanding. The jackals, obviously, because they're little shit heels, they would be all about range scouting, so the weapons and equipment sort of reflect that. Grunts are fodder, so you give them things that work in groups but are like useless in singular individuals. Elites, they're jack of all trades, so they can use about anything, and their weapons kind of reflect that. To me, the brutes have always struck me as they are, again, the brutality that they have is part of their whole gimmick, but they understand weapons construction. They understand that what makes a powerful weapon useful is, hey, it needs to be able to be functional, not quote unquote beautiful, for lack of a better term. That's why we see them using things like the brute shot, why they use shotguns in the second game, like stolen from humans, and that leads to the development of like the Mauler, for example. Like they understand the basics of weapon mechanics and realize, okay, it may not be pretty, it may not be quote unquote sanctioned, but this is a fucking useful thing that we're going to use.
The way this weapon functions is it charges up and then shoots a glass projectile.
Okay.
So after a short charge, boom, you really damage one target or delete something, and then you reload.
High risk, high reward, basically.
Yeah, if you miss, you got a long reload.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing that swapping the weapon won't really change that reload in any way, shape, or form. You would really just have to get it out, reload the weapon proper, and then try to take another shot, or at the most, like reassess your get to cover and then try to reload and fire.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that works. All right, last one here. Now, I can see the Covenant influence for this one.
The needle caster.
Mm-hmm. So Blamite is the main weapon. Blamite is the main power for this one.
Yeah.
I see. So what's the story behind it? Go ahead.
It's a precision weapon that has an alt fire.
Okay.
It has 8 in a magazine, I believe. It causes headshots and super combines if you shoot enough. But this can charge a secondary shot that will shoot like a... I don't want to say grenade because it's faster. It will the projectile will stick to the ground or whatever surface, burst, and then those needles that come out of it will aggressively hunt targets.
Oh, okay, I see. So it's basically more like an ambush weapon where you're just making the most out of a specific scenario. So
it's part needle rifle, part magic missile.
I was going to say Demo Man's sticky grenade. That works too.
I think I missed some here, but I don't have any other screenshots. So.
Oh no, I honestly like this is a great combination of weapons. Again, it has that brute aesthetic to it that makes sense for the brutes. A lot of the weapons, like even though they're alien, you kind of get the ideas like what they're supposed to be, what they are, and just get a general sense of like, okay, this is supposed to be the sniper, this is supposed to be the pistol, this is that. Overly designed, but they're also not so simple that it's just the same human weapon with a new coat of paint slapped on.
They're balanced. I think they're balanced pretty well. They stand with the human weapons. They don't overpower them.
I see. So again, assuming, of course, that a person could actually fire this thing and they weren't a Spartan, it would be a good fallback weapon to basically utilize in a serious scenario. Like, oh shit, I don't have enough rounds in my sniper. Quick, grab this thing instead.
Yeah, you're not a 1,500. I mean, you're not a 1,500-pound brute hauling around that rocket launcher. I'm just saying.
Right.
I mean, you're not 200-pound human hauling around that rocket launcher. I'm just saying.
I mean, well, it's like you say, you're not 200 pounds. You're right about. I correct you on one thing there, but I get your point.
Well, brutes are 1,500 pounds, but if you're a 200-pound human, that rocket launcher is going to be pretty heavy.
Yes, well, it's mind over matter, motherfucker. No, I'm kidding. But no, I see it. I like that. I imagine that even Spartans would have, like, obviously Spartans have an easier time using bigger weapons, but I'd imagine that this would require a little bit more getting used to firing it, basically. Like, you can't just pick it up and use it as a Spartan. There's like a bit of a learning curve to it, getting your body adjusted to like the recoil, the impact, how the weapon functions, and even finger placement. Because given like one of these things has like serrated blades at the bottom, you really have to be careful where you're getting the magazine.
I tried to account for that too. You don't, with a lot of these reloads, you don't really go near the blade.
Okay.
Most of them are, well, I guess the masticator, the micro missile launcher thing. That one's pretty. That reloads pretty close to the blade, but the rest of them, I'm looking at them. No, most of them load from the top.
Right, which makes sense. Again, it makes sense. It's like, to me, brute weapons have always been just kind of like very focused. Like, if it has a blade, they'll tend to, add the reload somewhere close to it, simply because it's just easier to grab the weapon from the front. Again, the Mauler, the Spiker, the Brute Shot, they all have serrated edges. Excuse me, not serrated edges, bladed edges somewhere near where the other hand goes, but that's strictly for using like your hands. Obviously, it's like you grab the weapon and then you start slamming it, and that's the problem when you have like the weapon with a bladed edge to it. You have to treat it like it's a sword to a certain degree. That's why you don't see many bayonets anymore these days.
If you've played Jordan's mods, you guys have possibly already played with the Shredder, the assault rifle.
I believe so. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember feel the power in that one being like, oh, this is weirdly satisfying, but like I'm both impressed and scared.
Oh, of which, Jordan, I need to update your files because the model's different, the reloads are different, the animations have been completely redone again.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
I'd like to have those because, well, I also want to make a banished variant of it because I'm going to be redesigning all the banished weapons soon. So they're all going to have like that Halo Wars 2 metal on some of them.
I mean, do what you want, man. It's open source.
That's what I'm doing with Rejected Shotgun Skiff as well, because he released those and the Lich as tags. So.
Well, I was going to outfit the Skiff for AI as an AI transport.
Yeah, it's really good. You can do what I did with the Shadows and Helljumpers and use them as like the land drop ships.
Let me go into my tags here. I don't know why I went to globals.
The global settings, yes. Again, I do like the concept of variants for these weapons and that sort of thing. One of the things I've always found interesting in terms of like Halo's weapons in the sandbox, like I've always wanted to see what other species' interpretations of certain weapons would be, and I've always been disappointed that 343 has never really like bothered with it outside of like Halo 5's quote unquote unique weapons and shit like that. It's been a bit of a sore spot for me, and I've always been kind of against it.
I mean, there's definitely talent in 343. It's just that, from what I understand, their peer reviews and stuff are pretty brutal. It's kind of. I really don't know how to describe it because I don't know the inside culture of 343, but
I've had a chance to speak with a few folks here and there.
Most of them are laid off now.
Yeah, it's easy to kind of track it down. The problem is it's a clash of egos, basically. They all have this idea of like, Halo should be this, Halo should be that. Oh, disagree with me and I'll ruin your side of the project. Like it's just a clash of ideas. And it becomes almost impossible to get anything done because you're stepping on somebody else's toes. So that's why you see a lot of the weapons. Yeah, go ahead.
Healthy. It's not healthy.
No, it absolutely isn't. But it's also why you see a lot of the weapons between Halo 5 and Halo 4 basically just being the same thing, with very, very minor alterations or even any change, if anything, basically. The Grunt Goblin is an exception, though, because apparently that came out as like a whole fan well, the term is like fan jam, basically, but it came from like like an internal sort of contest they were having for fun. It was not even like the whole team, just a small group of like tight knit friends and that sort of thing. And then they wound up creating the Goblin by complete happenstance and said, "Hey, let's just add this to the game as is, touch it up, boom, boom, boom. Here we are, the most annoying boss in all of Halo 5." And the most peculiar design of a mech I've ever seen. But again, that's what I mean. Is that it's disappointing to see Halo 5's designs, these weapons, these designs, these concepts, and then seeing nothing good come of it. You know, these like lack of creative ideas, lack of creative concepts. I mean, if like all the shit I give Todd Howard and Bethesda for like Fallout, I do agree that a lot of the weapons and armor designs they come up with are pretty cool, and that's simply because it's trying to create something that fits in the setting, but also works for what you want it to look like, basically. If that makes any sense. Again, I don't know your stances on Bethesda Fallout here, so I'm just going to.
I'm very much
Mhm.
like a sort of. I prefer the Bungie games.
Okay.
When it comes to
I think.
Fallout, when it comes to
Mhm.
Fallout, I'm a fan of 4 and New Vegas. I wasn't that into 3.
Okay. Fair enough.
I thought
Ironically,
I thought 3
but
3 was a little too bland for me.
it was too on the nose in a lot of places. Let's be frank.
Yeah,
Um,
and
yeah, the ending in the original, for God's sakes, the whole like, "Hey, Falk, why don't you go in there and turn off the thing?" No, I wouldn't rob you of your destiny. It's like, motherfucker, you want to die. But yeah, I
I
had.
don't know. I
Go
don't know
ahead.
how this weapon folder is 800 megabytes. I'm trying to zip it for Jordan, but you know what?
It could be just documented issues.
I'm just gonna have to Google Drive it.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. For me, I don't mind New Vegas. I think it's actually I think it's the best Fallout game out there, simply for the breadth of choices the player has in almost everything and anything. The big issue, at least how I view it, is that um, Fallout 4 is Fallout 4 is just more restrictive in a lot of places. Again, like it's from the first go around. You know, you're taken into Boston and getting to see the harbor and all that shit. But then over time, when you start looking at the smaller details, the more questionable choices, the quest ideas, and contemplate that, you start to realize like how reductive the writing is, the quest is, how almost on the too predictable it becomes, and you're just kind of like sitting there like, what the fuck is going on anymore?
There you go, Jordan. You can update your file. That just drops into rifles. No, yeah, objects, rifles. And then you shouldn't have to re-associate your tags or anything.
Okay.
It should just drag and drop. Well, it's an ODST engine thing, so I think back on the Fallout for a second. I think
Thank
if
you.
New Vegas had the combat of 4, it would be a absolutely fantastic game because it's as much as I love New Vegas and the area and like the storylines and stuff and Graham, it's the combat is bad.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. It is basically taking the worst elements of Fallout 3, which is the equipment durability, the slight critical chances, you know, the random effects of the weapon, aiming, you know, the stats you don't see a lot of that problem, and translating it over to a game where everything else is fine, but you know, getting that critical hit is a complete dice roll and a complete like roll of chance, essentially, and not in the fun way, basically.
It's very much more an RPG,
Mhm.
like Dark Souls is to Elden Ring. Elden Ring is very much more an RPG and not an action game.
Right. Whereas,
You can outstat your enemies in Elden Ring. Let's be for real.
oh,
But
absolutely.
in Dark Souls, there was always like a. I mean, there's obviously skill in Elden Ring, but I'd argue there's more skill in like Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls.
You can to put it into perspective, you can cheese the enemies in Elden Ring much more easily than you could in
You
Dark
can.
Souls, and that's
You can be a dirty whore in Elden Ring.
yes, exactly. It's like, oh, look at that! You can't hit me because I've managed to make my dexterity all the greater. Oh, fuck you! Or you find something that maxes out your stats in that specific field. All that kind of shit. Or with Dark Souls, it was more like there was a level of strategy that you had to implement. Yes, you could cheese certain bosses and find the exploits, but you really had to study the boss and kind of memorize the pattern to a certain state to achieve that level of like haha, cheese mastery, basically.
That's the same way I feel about. That's the same way I feel about like New Vegas versus Fallout 4.
Roughly, yeah.
One's
For
very
me,
much more an action game. One's very much more a shooter, or an RPG. Excuse me.
yeah, exactly. It's a very similar sort of vibe, and when you see the comparisons, when you see this, when you see that, you start to see, for lack of a better term, the patterns, the issues, the sort of like, what's it called? The patterns, the issues, these sorts of like minor issues here and there, I guess would be the best way to put it. For me, it's always been a story issue. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying to myself, I forgot my portals.
Oh no.
Have you checked the portal gun?
I was recompiling my map, and I edited the textures a bunch, the unwrapping.
Okay, so you've lost where the portal spawns would be and shit.
Yeah, so it's not cutting up the map. It's like 40,000 verts, and it's not cutting up the map properly. Okay,
I get you.
That does look better. Cool.
So for my issues with Fallout 4 have always been the story and just how poorly it is implemented, more so than anything else.
Terrible.
Oh, absolutely, it is. It is predictable, tropey. It's stupid.
Literally within the first few minutes of the game, and they took the baby. I'm like, that's gonna be the main villain. And my wife
exactly, and then and then no, I had a similar instance where, at the time I was with my a significant other in quotations here, and we were just going through Fallout, and we put a bet. It's like, how much you want to bet the baby's gonna be some part of the twist? And she's like, oh, you like Rev, you're too negative. Don't say that. It's like, okay, you wanna bet your ass on that one? It's like, yeah, you know what? I will bet my ass on that.
Bet that juicy slippy grippy.
Basically, and then when it found out, it's like, oh, that's the case. I look at her like, so she gives me this look of like, I hate you so much.
So it's like that night. So missionary or doggy?
Basically. But like I said, it is not a well-written game. I've been like, part of what I like to do is rewrites and like how I would approach a story differently. And for me, it really, there's a lot of Fallout 4 you can just edit and make a lot better. Like for me, it's like yank out the Brotherhood of Steel completely. They don't need to be in this game. You can redo the super mutants, have them be like something that wandered in elsewhere, basically, rather than being made by the Institute. The Institute you can keep as is to a certain degree. The synth thing, I've always hated that. It is just no different than creating humans because somebody watched Westworld / Too Much Blade Runner and just didn't understand the core themes of it. So for me, it's always been just a case of like, I would have just done the stories like Robo Rights bullshit, basically, where there are the very obvious synths, and you have the Generation 1s, which are just robots, and then the more advanced Generation 2s, which are, like Nick Valentine, capable of speech, understanding, etc., etc. And there's that argument of like, does a robot have a right to a soul, etc., etc., etc. Basically, Legion from Mass Effect, for lack of a better term. That's how I would have approached the story in and of itself. If you have to have a power armor faction, I came up with the concept of a group called the Enforcers, and basically, they work for the Institute. It's basically an old faction that was in the Commonwealth that basically was all about strength, and the Institute exploited that. They've set up like ancient agreements with like the original group itself, and so now they do the Institute's bidding, but they're independent. And one of the parts of the agreement is so long as the Institute doesn't mess with them or try to do experiments on them, they'll continue to protect or their interests. So you'll see Enforcer, like there's two variants I thought of. The Enforcer, like the light variant, which is basically your typical like grunt soldier, and then the Enforcer Heavy, which wears a form of power armor. Like if you want to use whatever version you can, they'll utilize it basically. And for them, they're all about honor. They're all about keeping order, that sort of thing. They believe in the concept of strength equals right, but they also believe in the concept of having the strength to enforce the law of the strong, basically. But that's just kind of like my brief overview. I would also just completely edit out the what's it called? The whole your kid is a fucking the leader of the institute thing. I had just thought about just basically just leading into the idea that yeah, some time has passed. No, your kid isn't actually an old man, and that it is just a rescue mission. Just leave it at don't need to make it's actually been 50-year bullshit. Like a simple plot can work for a story. I'm tired of like we need to make it complex, we need to do this, we need to do that. Again, like Terry has so elegantly put it, keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be crazy.
Yeah, exactly. There's no point in that. Just
some of the best stories are simple. I mean, look at Dragon Ball. I mean,
yes, exactly. What's more simple than Monkey Man wants to punch people? There, you see? It works.
Monkey Man versus Ancient Space Lizard Emperor. I mean, it didn't need to be anything else.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
I haven't gotten back. No, I've to be like full disclosure, I haven't gone back to Dragon Ball since the Cell Saga. So I have no idea what's been going on. I've seen the clips here and there. I stopped like at around the Cell Saga or the Freezer Saga, all that shit. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know what's going on anymore. I feel like I've been so out of the loop that trying to get back in will not work. So I've just decided to sit there on the sideline and go like, yeah, that's totally a meme now. Okay.
Super's okay.
Fair enough. Still a fucking shame what happened to the creator. It's like, oh, my soul.
Yeah, Super's okay. If you do revisit Dragon Ball Z, just watch the Majin Buu saga.
Fair enough. Well, I think I started that at some point, but I just simply because again, it was like this weird mental like click in my brain where it went like I could be doing something else with my time. Like it was the same thing with One Piece as well. Like it was a weird sort of like mental like I get the feeling this is going to take a long time to get through, so I'm gonna hop off here and just go about my day, basically.
Jordan, you working there, bud? Like,
Yeah.
I'm watching your stream.
Okay,
What are you doing, bro?
I'm on Gorilla. I'm just making
okay.
shaders for the captain.
I'm trying to unwrap this damn cave, and I just can't seem to get it right.
Fair enough. But yeah, for me, like I said, again, for getting back to Fallout for a second, it is like, how do I put it? It is a very like, it is a difficult franchise to enjoy because, again, the Flanderization of the whole thing, the different factions of Fallout in terms of the fandom, all this shit. For me, like I said, I got into New Vegas. I did a bit of. I completed Fallout 3. I did New Vegas. I didn't bother much with 4 after that initial playthrough. I think I actually sold the game back. Didn't bother with I'll rephrase that. I did bother with the Amazon show, and felt like I wanted to blow my brains out half the time. Watching it, I should say.
Oh no.
There's just There's just so much stupid one person can put up with before you sit there and go like, yeah, no, this is crap. Like I can see where the potential was, and then the potential was completely and utterly squandered because they just didn't work with it, basically.
If they do a remake, I'd like to see New Vegas over anything else in Fallout universe.
Oh, absolutely. Like just, well, I imagine it's like the Metal Gear Delta remastering, basically. Just high detail on a lot of things, gameplay improvements, but the core is just left as is. Maybe improve on some miscellaneous problems here and there, like weird quest inconsistencies, characters, that kind of shit. Um, but that's just my take on what I would like to see, really. Um, Plus, if the DLCs alone for New Vegas remastered would just, oh my god, my penis, Like there's only so much I could be erect in quotation.
Yeah.
But well, I wanted to ask: have you ever had the misfortune of experiencing a frontier?
In New Vegas?
Yes, the mod, the frontier.
No, I don't play any mods for Fallout.
Oh, my friend. It is, how do I put it? It is like a fucking middle schooler's edge fantasy on so many fucking things.
Oh no.
And what's insane,
What were we talking about?
Fallout the Frontier.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, that one's a shit show. That mod is an absolute trash fire.
You can't play
here's
as
the
the
problem.
Enclave because they're hecking fascists.
And
Well,
like,
I
let
appreciate
me.
what Jordan's doing because it's not just another rebalance mod. How many fucking
Oh,
rebalance
absolutely
mods are
not.
there? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is original, like 100% top keck, as the kids say. I'm assuming they still say that.
Well, I don't
No,
know.
they say Geg now. Or Jemmy.
What the hell's gay?
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's shardy speak.
The fuck is a shardy?
Oh, so essentially all of the cool people who did all the raids on 4chan went and made their own 4chan called Shardy, and all the Redditors took over old 4chan, so that's what happened. And it's the Soy Jack party, where they... So, a lot of the raids that get blamed on 4chan is actually just from the Soy Jack party.
I see.
Just what we needed, more Reddit.
Helmet
Yeah.
Tormentor. But thank you, Talcha. I appreciate you saying that you like my, stuff. I like your stuff
Oh,
too.
I could take it back, man. No, I'm kidding.
Wait,
No,
what?
no. I was like, what? No. I'm not logging. It's like the way you said, it's like, no, please.
I had fun playing his mods. Desolate December is probably my favorite.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Everyone tells me that.
It looks like you struck gold with this one. I don't know what to tell you.
It's got them Combat Evolved vibes, man.
Yeah, it really does. That's the insane thing. It's like somehow, some way, you've captured the vibe without even intending it. Again, I give you high marks on good stuff.
Yeah, I did it unintentionally while a certain company cannot even remake the assets faithfully.
He did Desolate December in like 3 weeks.
It's like I did what 343 could never do. It's something fun.
Unfortunately,
I remember
it didn't come out
meeting
in
him, and he's like, I remember meeting him, and he's like, yeah, I'm making this mod. It should be done soon. I'm like, you made this whole thing in like 3 weeks?
Oh shit.
It's been 2 years, and I don't even have a playable level.
Well, to be fair, I already had the assets I needed. I had the Megalodon already. I had the Stingray from Mr. Monopoly. You have to make all your assets. Like, you didn't have everything I mean, sure, I commissioned the stuff I made, but you're working on the development of your mod. You actually have to, there's still, a lot of stuff you have to make. Meanwhile, I already had the models. I just had to put them into the game because I had them previously for my ARC mods, or other people have done them and let me use it for the mod.
Typical collaborative, processes. Though I do want to bring it back to the Frontier for a second. I need to mention. So, if you've never played it, let me kind of give you a little bit of the behind the scenes first and foremost. Teams somehow managed to get their hands on a professional voice actor who only agreed to do the game for free, by the way, or voice for it for free, if his character could wear sunglasses all the time. So that was his prerequisite. Secondly, apparently they actually had an active pedophile as one of their developers, and then he got found out. Yes, he got found out, and then that completely and then that completely tanked the entire fucking project because it had the taints.
I could never understand the whole pedophile thing because there are so many women out there. Like, why do you gotta go for? Is it a power thing? I don't understand. I just can't understand it.
It's disgusting.
You're asking the wrong person. It's like
I am asking the wrong
I understand. Yes, I understand. Like, if you want to ask me about anything about sadomasochism or anything like that, I'm a guy. But anything beyond that, it's like,
whoa, we're on YouTube, bro.
Ratturd have said worse things on YouTube. Ratturd has said way worse things on these streams where he's like, I've had to private a few of them because he just goes on.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Dude, there's a time where, the guy that came in here, Rev, the Tomo, Mitchell, he came in with his webcam on, showing that he was cross-dressing, and then Ratturd says, I think a member of Libtardicus has infiltrated the server, while Mitchell was like, no, I'm one of you guys, don't worry. It was just so fucking funny.
Doing it ironically.
Oh, it was just it was just so fucking funny. Ratturd does like you sounded so fucking concerned when he saw him doing that. It was so fucking funny.
The reaction, like,
Or the time is like Sonic 06 wouldn't have been created if 9/11 never happened. Like, that's a classic.
Yes, that is something that's going to be used for audio in an upcoming episode. So when that happens, I'm going to clip that. I'm going to send it to all my friends and just say, no context. This is put up with every other day whenever I'm not with you guys.
I like how the opening to that clip is Star saying, I'd rather be a pick me than a skip me, and she's giving middle fingers.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, the Frontier, to kind of bring it back to it, like I said, it had questionable things. There were perks that didn't work. You could actually have sex with a Deathclaw. No, I'm not joking about that bit.
And there are also the rape lizards, the rape lizard creatures.
Now you have my attention.
Raptors.
Well, apparently, to give context to the Deathclaw bit, that was supposed to be Wild Wasteland. Because if you sleep with the Deathclaw, it just dismembers you. That's the joke. Somehow, that's the joke. Except it didn't actually work, and you weren't dismembered in the original release. Then there's a tribe of drug-crazed sex lizards that you can encounter that's all about, we're going to do sex stuff and get high on every pre-work.
You mean that thing from Power World?
Yes, but it's less funny because it's annoying and cringe.
It's basically just the shit that Portland, Oregon retards fantasize about.
Oh,
pretty much.
When they get raped and drugged.
Yes, and then you have not the Brotherhood of Steel, but the Crusaders of Steel, which are, and I shit you not, Mormons. I'm like, what? When did the Mormons get their hands on power armor? Shit about.
Jordan, I sent you some cool stuff.
Well, I think the reason they did that is because, hey, Joshua Graham is Mormon. He's like the coolest character ever. So we'll just have a whole faction of guys who are just like Joshua Graham, but they're also in power armor, and that's like double cool, guys, right? Isn't that so cool, guys, right? You're like Brother of Steel. They're like Joshua Graham, everybody. Isn't that so cool?
Oh, Talcha, I like the lava in the gas giant in the sky. That's really cool for
Yeah,
a custom
the
skybox.
gas giant has moving clowns or moving clouds.
Moving clowns. Wait.
Hold
No,
on.
no.
Jordan, where can I post this in your server?
In voice chat text.
Voice chat text?
Yeah, it's in
I
the,
got
If you post that, I will make an edit where it is just clowns floating
All right,
around the gas
first-
giant. Now.
First the picture, so you have context.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
downloading the
videos.
shredder now. I'm going to try and give it to the, captain here once he's finished, and the chieftain.
There you go. You could get that shader if you ever need it.
Well, I
I spent a lot of time making that shader.
I do have a lava area in Banish Base that's like, it's like a forgery
Well-
area where you have this, like, lava here. It's just kind of...
The lava shader is all trickery, my man. It is a fog plane.
fog plane.
The best way to that's the best way to do these sorts of things. We're talking like he's unlocked old school game development technology, where you give the illusion of something while using the most basic tricks.
Yeah, it's literally two faces of the lava.
Oh my.
On top of it, it gives you Silent Hill trick basically. It's like make add the fog to cover the fact of the render distance, but also cover the fact that the town is not that fully modeled.
And the planet's the same way. It makes it look like it has either rotation or clouds, and it's also a fog plane.
Again, deception.
I thought you would just make
Yeah.
it like a normal sprite.
Nice and low poly. Well, the fog planes are a little more dynamic. You can both have light. You can both have emissive lighting and scrolling textures on them, so they're a little more flexible, I feel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That makes sense. You want to
the different
best of both
shaders.
worlds.
Yeah, the different shader classes do different stuff.
Yeah, like the hologram shader. I used that for the banished flags that are on the soldiers.
Hey, I use that
Okay,
too
I-
for something I'm doing. Let me see if I can grab a video.
It actually
I
can be
did
very
shaders.
useful for like UI
you go.
design stuff for like video editing because you can easily like
sure.
make static stuff. What's wrong, Rev?
There you go.
Oh no, it was just something that came up. I did want to ask a quick question because again, I don't want to keep harping on the frontier, but I need to ask this.
Oh, that's a
On
new
the off
fox.
chance, if we ever get the opportunity, do you think we should try to tackle it for Generations Play, or just leave it alone?
I don't know. Part of me wants to because it'd be so bad. Like if I could like I think Sparky would like to see me murder all the snake people.
the worst. The
That'd be
worst. Yeah, the worst possible playthrough where it's like, fuck you all, I'm nuking the town and I'm killing you all in the process.
That would not
Fuck
be
it,
the worst playthrough. That would not be the worst. That would be the best possible playthrough because everyone.
Yeah,
nods
exactly.
and stuff.
The frontier no longer exists. You are
Yeah, you
now
just-
free.
Boy, you get to destroy all the developers, all the Tumblr developers, the Tumblr writers, self-insert characters. Just kill all of them. Fucking
Okay,
ruin it all.
So when we finish, because this Saturday we are going to try and tackle MGS3 via legal means, quotations. We'll then try to move Frontier for like something else then. Also, I am going to be available not this week, not this Thursday and Friday, but next Thursday and Friday. I'm going to have completely off thanks to Thanksgiving. So I should be here to. Basically, I'll be here a bit longer to assist with that as well. So we may actually get MGS3 done pretty quicker than most games.
Metal Gear Solid 3 is like one of my favorite games ever.
Oh, same.
I haven't played it before.
It
This
got-
will be my first time playing it.
Eventually I'll make Snake into an ODST. Okay?
I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
I can't find a good model for the head.
Oh, let me think.
And
I've
getting
been
the
on
What-
head
Sketch
what
being
version?
a
animated.
thousand times.
What version of Snake are you trying to use?
I was trying to get Naked Snake.
Oh, that's not too difficult. I think there's a few mods out there, like in Gary's mod. I know they've recreated him a few times, so you could probably use that.
I don't have Gary's mod, so I can't like extract assets from it. But I would
There's
take
tricks to it.
I would take an ODST. I'd take an ODST model. I mean, the stuff from Peace Walker and stuff, it's all too low poly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, it was a
And-
PSP game. Why are we surprised?
And I probably end up having to remake hair cards and stuff
Hmm.
to get him working. But I just can't find a nice model I like.
Oh yeah, it's always been a big pain, and you can't really use the Delta stuff because it's way too high quality for fucking ODST.
You see, I'm on Sketchfab right now, and the Big Boss Peace Walker model is only 4,400 tries or verts. No, it's triangles. It's only 4,400. There's a lot more room in there I could work with, and I can even
Oh,
make it
absolutely.
region, so I don't have to replace Buck or any of them.
Right, which again is completely fine. Like I would love to see that. Like I'm just picturing Big Boss just going in and basically just like knocking over brutes with no issue. Like,
And I'm scared to use anything from the model resource because I downloaded something from there, and it was
mhm,
the images, the texture images had viruses on them, which my
Jesus.
protection caught. So that place is a no.
Yeah, that's scary.
Oh, absolutely. But that's generally kind of like the big vibe. I guess would be the biggest thing. For again, I've always found that interesting. To me, if Big Boss was ever going to appear in like another game franchise, it always struck me more as like Helldivers, simply because of how similar both games, like not Peace Walker, MGS3 and Helldivers feel. The sort of like you can throw yourself down to the ground, kind of sneak around a bit. The first person perspective, using equipment, it all kind of gives me that same vibe. Plus, it's literally he does the first Halo jump, so it's kind of in the name.
One of the things I was sad about is I spent all this time sculpting a body for an AI, for a new
Mhm.
AI for this other project we're working on, and one of the guys I'm working with, he just wasn't going for it.
Mm.
That's
Because
really
it's a-
Oh, yeah,
unfortunate.
If I post it on Discord, I might get pinged.
Okay. So I'll take the word for it.
Here,
Um,
I'll post it anyway. It's in the voice chat. I spent like
mm,
3 hours sculpting this body, and
No, I see.
then for one of the other developers to be like, no.
let me see
'Cause
if we.
What is it for?
It's for an AI like Cortana.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
I like
It
how
took me a
you
second. Wait a minute.
incorporated the high heels into her feet, kind of like the Black Mesa.
Yeah, I built 'em right into her mesh.
Assassins.
I built it right into the mesh because I extruded it like I would fingers. So when I do extrusions like fingers and stuff, I just kind of start with a ball or a rectangle, and then I make it really high poly, and then I use the snake hook tool or the elastic deform to kind of pull the fingers out. And I'm better at sculpting than I'm actually modeling.
Makes sense. I mean, everyone has their strong fields. Everyone has their like less strong fields. It's completely understandable.
But the only other
Oh.
problem with the model is it's 500,000 triangles.
No, I can tell. So it's like, oh shit. But yeah, for me, like I said, for me when it comes to like modding and like creating things, I always want to stress that it should feel. How do I put it? It should feel like it's part of the game, or that it's part of the universe in some way. So I've always been kind of more of a stickler when it comes to that. Like it has to have the right aesthetic and everything. Because if, again, like you drop something from Mass Effect and Metal Gear, it's not going to, well, depending on what Metal Gear we're talking about, but it's not going to really work in quotations. This is why I've always been so against the idea of like adding stuff from other games, even in official crossovers, when it doesn't look right.
I can show you the brute female heads that I was sculpting.
Sure.
There's that, and then I'll try to post them what they look like in game after I give them snouts. These are the brute females. I try to make them like the difference between a male lion and a female lion. And here, I'll post those too.
Hold on, I'll see in a moment.
They're
Actually,
in
might
the
need to.
voice chat text is the channel they're in.
Okay. I might leave in a bit, but I'll take a look at that. Mostly because, again, I've got work in the morning and it's a pain in the ass. Oh, okay. I see what you've got here. Okay, so their faces are a bit more, what's the word? Slender, basically, like the same
Yeah.
general vibe, but less, quote unquote, brutish.
But in between like Halo 3 and Halo 2 Anniversary.
Right. As it should be. Again, I've always had an issue whenever people whenever 343 or like the inconsistencies between Halo have always bothered the ever living hell out of me. Like I get it. Some of it is because what's the word? Some of it is because I'm trying to think of the right word here. Some of it is because different technology and how it goes. Yada yada yada. That's completely understandable. But what's the word? But the rest of it is really kind of like, how do I put it? Annoying, for lack of a better term. If that makes any sense.
Jordan would probably like this guy.
Oh, what guy? Ooh, I really like guys with big spikes and helmets that cover your eyes and mouth.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, he is massive.
Oh,
He's
I don't doubt it.
He's using the hunter rig.
I
So he's got
was
a lot of
wondering.
hunter animations.
I was wondering what animations those were.
Well, he has custom animations too, but he's based off the hunter.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna pop off here. I've got some stuff I gotta deal with. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you. It was great meeting you, Talcha.
Hey, you guys have a good night.
All right, sleep well.
You too.
Bye.
Alright.
Alright, back to trying to unwrap my caves.
Oh, so that's what you're working on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm trying to unwrap these caves, and nothing's working right, and I hate it. It doesn't matter how many seams I put.
I wish I could help, but I don't know much about that.
Gosh. I mean, I'll get it eventually. I mean, it's just a pain in the butt. Especially since the geometry is essentially a block out right now. Hide. Control L. Control L. Oh, I didn't want the sky. Damn it. Control L. No, I don't want the sky. Stop it.
Maybe there's a way to hide the sky so you don't select it. Oh wait, no, it's probably part of the mesh. Never mind.
It is. It's part of the mesh.
Yeah, that's the good
It's
way
part
to
of
do
the
it.
mesh because I did it the right way.
Yeah, I forgot. I fucking... yeah.
It's so easy just to make a giant box for the sky. Unwrap. Let's project view. Project from view. Let's try that. Let's make this bigger, wider. Grab. I don't like the smart UV unwrap like at all.
What's wrong with it?
It just when you're looking at level geometry, just the mesh or the textures just don't line up right. Export s.s.
I don't know what's so
Important.
smart
The good
about
thing-
it.
The good thing about my it just puts it all on islands. The good thing about my my new computer, which I have a new computer, is that light maps take only 5 minutes to bake.
That's really good.
It's got my processor has 28 logical cores.
I probably should get a new PC to make that whole process easier as well.
I'm not gonna lie, I bought mine from Walmart and it's been a beast.
How much did it cost?
Well, it was originally $1,500,
Oh, I see.
but it was on sale for some reason, and I used my, I'm a manager
Yeah.
at my store, so I used my discount and I got the computer for $800.
Well, that's good. You know, at least you got a good new PC to help with this stuff.
Yeah, this unwrapped looks like absolute dog shit. I'm gonna Control Z a bunch because this is not good. I am gonna pull my fucking hair out. Oh my gosh. I have a giant area, Jordan, where
Yeah.
it's a big canyon, and you zigzag across it one way. So you jump across these big rocks, and then you go through a cave, and it goes up to an upper level, and then you take a rock bridge over to the other side. And the whole time that you're in this area, there's a flying dragon shooting fireballs at you while you try to navigate the area.
That sounds fun to dodge.
He can shoot at you pretty far, so they're pretty easy to see coming. But you're going to be fighting brutes and stuff the whole time too, so... Also, the it's called a Fargaroth. It's killable. It's got like it's got a little more health than a Wraith.
You know, I can
I think a
somewhat
Wraith
relate
has
to
700
your...
health.
Oh. It does?
Yeah,
Oh. I
I
actually...
think. I don't know. I have to go into the tags and look, you know.
I didn't actually know that.
Wraith. Would it be the dot model? No, it would be the vehicle AI, right? The Wraith dot style. No, that's just a style. So yeah, it would definitely be the dot vehicle. Let's see.
I can somewhat
Wraith
relate to your
has-
UV troubles right now. Because I just realized the UVs on this thing is...
Yeah, I don't know how Rejected Shotgun does it so well, the bastard. I'm kidding, I love Rejected.
Yeah, same here. I don't know how he polishes things so well either. I wish I could...
He's just got a
learn.
good eye for it, man. He takes the time.
Must be lucky to have people support you on Patreon to do that stuff.
Yeah, he's got a large following.
Oh man, that's what sucks about getting into the game, like, so much later than everyone else, is that, like... You kinda...
I can't find health values for the Wraith.
I don't know if it has, like... health values directly, if that makes sense. I feel like it just... I don't know.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. 750.
750. See, that's... I didn't think that, because I always felt like my dinosaurs took so much... Well, I guess with the Wraith, you're fighting it with vehicles most of the time, so you never notice.
Yeah, you're
it.
also not blasting it with high explosives, which the materials on the Wraith are weak to it.
Oh, also another thing about the Wraith is that you can board it.
Yeah, you can delete it instantly
So
if you don't get killed by the turrets like a plebeian.
Hold on. Taucha. I'm looking at the stuff in the. Oh, sorry. Taucha.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
I'm looking
you.
at the stuff in the VC chat, the voice chat text.
Okay.
One of these screenshots here. What is that lady doing with no head?
I didn't. I don't know what kind of head I want for her. I was like kind of leaning towards like I want her to be like Asian looking.
Interesting. Like, what role is she gonna play in the game?
She was supposed to be an AI like Cortana.
I see. And I noticed, looking closely at the model, I noticed that there's like a bit of a family unfriendly content there.
what, boobs?
Yeah. No.
No, I mean like the other one. It's like I actually noticed it looking closely at it.
Oh, it's not
I'm
modeled or anything. It's just literally a brush. It's a stroke of a brush.
Oh, it's a camel
She's a-
toe.
Yeah, she doesn't have like actual like lips or anything.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
It's
okay. I
just-
mean,
I just use the one. I can't remember what the damn tool's called. It's the top one, and I
Gulp.
made the brush really small and really strong, and I just kind of gave a couple swipes there to carve that.
I see.
Yeah, I'm cultured, okay?
Exactly. Sparky.
I'm gonna call it cultured.
Sparky, do you see, like, there's gonna be a fucking strip club in Vanish Base, so it's like...
Oh, hey, I got
There
just the
is?
model for you.
I was using some of the
Interesting.
Dead or Alive models to kind of get the female faces for that.
Oh, okay. I was debating on like I know what hairstyle I want, but I just didn't know what face I wanted.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think
Also,
I'll
those
delete,
just like that.
I think I'll delete that screenshot.
I noticed there's that glowing red foxing as well. Is that gonna be an AI?
That's what replaced it.
Oh,
I see.
that makes sense.
So since Halo AI can choose their form, we settled on a fox.
Not bad. Not bad. Interesting.
It's super low poly. It's like 700 triangles. Most of the work just is the shaders. And the animation literally took me like 5 minutes to make.
Well, I removed the bones on the Spartan chieftain helmet because I didn't think they fit.
It will turn. It'll basically be like projected up like Cortana in Halo 2, the Gravemind missions.
Yeah.
And it will be. So basically, what we're doing is we're making a raid, a Destiny-style raid in Halo.
Is it going to be the Vault of Glass?
No, it's its own thing. But our encounters are ridiculous.
Like on the same
And
level of SPV for you, where you have like 5 ultras in one room.
But because it's built in Firefight, it's meant to support 6 players.
Oh. Shit.
So like one of the encounters is ridiculous because it's called the Labs, and what you have to do is you have to stop. 3 players stay behind, and they have to try to stop the carrier forms from dropping into these vents and shutting up, wiping the squad. And then the other 3 drop down these tubes, and they go into these rooms and like take a power core, which is a third-person weapon, and they carry it into what the Zug rooms from Halo Combat Evolved with the beams in the middle.
Yeah.
You go and place that in there, and once you guys place 4, it will end the encounter, essentially. But you kind of rinse and repeat that process, and you work together, because if the player that's carrying the core drops it, you get a few seconds before it detonates and wipes the squad. And then once you finish that encounter, you go to these caves, and you've basically, like, because you've damaged the Halo Ring systems, the flood get unleashed, and you get in a Warthogs, and a Proto Gravemind chases you down a long tunnel.
A proto Gravemind. So what would that look like?
Like incomplete, a blob with a long neck and teeth, and these like tentacle hook things. And it crawls after you at great speed, and you're like driving through this cave and like shooting doors where they shut, and then it buys you a little time so you can get away.
Oh, that's interesting. I
It's-
guess you can be very, you can have many different designs for a proto Gravemind.
It's pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty cool. The only thing is getting Firefight to support the scripts.
So that's why, so that's the main obstacle, that they can't get to Firefight to support it.
I mean, if we can't get it to work in Firefight, we're gonna switch it to a 4-player campaign mission, and then we're gonna rebalance the encounters to. We're gonna rebalance the encounters to support lesser players.
What is this mod for? I mean, like...
Nothing. It's just completely something totally different that me, Skullmaster, and RB Arbiter are working on.
Oh, it's with
to-
Skullmaster?
Yeah, we're basically kind of not flexing. We're practicing. We're trying to develop our weak areas.
Oh, I see. I know he's doing a game night this month. I hope to come to it.
Yeah, I like how he holds those. I don't get to come to him very much because I'm really busy, and honestly, I'd like to kind of spend my time working on my project.
Yeah, I feel a bit bad that I haven't come to many of them because because he was hosting them, but then I said I'd come, but I never managed to show up because I was busy with a lot of shit, but yeah.
So we're doing something much different than what you see normally.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Hopefully, we're looking to include other developers. So we're basically in charge of designing an area. I'm designing the labs. RB Arbiter's developing the door, the like break-in sequence, and then Skullmaster's doing the caves.
Oh god, the caves.
And Skullmaster's got something crazy going on with that, like a Halo 2-esque gondola ride where like the tentacles are sticking out of the walls trying to swat you off the platform. And
This kind of reminds me of Containment. Have you played that game yet?
no.
Yeah.
SCP?
No, it's a Halo fan game. For
Oh no, no, we're just kind of like using the flood to build something cool.
I see. It just reminded me of that
I remember
game.
Containment.
I played it earlier, and
Huh?
it was like,
Yeah. Yeah, baby. That's my wife,
yeah, I know.
Mrs. Talcha.
I'm glad she treats you well,
She's great.
especially what I
She's
dealt
given
with
me 5
earlier
children.
this year.
One of them's from my ex,
Huh?
who also lives with us.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, full custody of him.
Oh, I thought you said your ex lives with you. I was like, that's what I was worried about. But no, if the child if you have full custody of the child, that's good.
Oh, I mean, he's almost an adult now, so
Oh.
I don't think he's much younger than you guys.
Yeah, I'm like 22 now, so. Because my birthday
Oh, well,
was
yeah, I
like.
see.
It was like 2 weeks ago now.
Oh, happy belated birthday. Sorry, man.
Oh, thank you. Got to see lots of dinosaurs.
Say again?
I said I got to see lots of dinosaurs.
Oh, cool. I don't celebrate my birthdays anymore. My wife does. Wait, did you hear her?
Yeah, I did. I heard her.
How do I want to unwrap this? Project from view. Let's try that. If I can't get these Ks right, I don't know. Because this is going to be like one of the last times I compile for the night. I want to add stuff to it.
Yeah.
Do you do any mods?
Me?
Mr. Hold on. I don't know your name. I'm sorry. Sparky?
Me? Oh no, I have not done anything like that before.
He makes art.
I have not. Oh yeah, I do.
He made me art of Terry the Troodon for my birthday.
Oh, I could show it to you. So I made it as a birthday present for Jordan here. Let me just flip through and see where I found it. Let me just see where I can find where I put it here. My files. Here it is. Posted right here in the VC text chat. Ah, Tacha, are you there?
Yeah, you can't hear me? I said, yeah, that's funny.
Oh, I didn't hear you at all, but I just heard you now.
Oh, my bad. Jordan.
Yeah.
Let me show you a neat trick. So, go into object mode real quick.
Yeah. I'm in object mode.
Click your base mesh, the purple or the brown or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Is that its own... that's its own, like, region or something, right? Is it separated at all?
It's not separated. I'm just like I haven't combined the infinite armor pieces to this yet.
Oh, okay. Just click on your base mesh, like your actual marine.
Yeah, I've clicked on it.
I guess the stream is kind of behind, huh?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm not updated. I'm sorry. It's playing like an hour, like a half hour ago. Hold on, let me refresh your channel. Okay. Now that you have it clicked, go into edit mode.
Yeah, I'm in edit mode.
Go to you're in object mode.
Well, I'm in edit mode right now.
Okay. Go. I believe it's. Hold on. Let me go look. It's click this. Edit mode. I gotta go look where it is. Go to mesh.
Mesh.
And then go to normals and reset vectors.
Reset vector. I only have an option for auto smooth.
That is weird. But it will reset those janky vectors from like the feet and stuff.
Oh. Because they're...
So when you smooth, it will keep your normals and stuff intact. Oh no, it's up at top, bud. It's up top.
Up top.
Yeah, like next
By
to
the way,
add mesh.
Ah, shit. I'm sorry. I've never done this before. I'm just trying to figure this out.
You're good. No, don't use auto smooth. So up at top right there where it says, like edit mode and it's got your face, vertice.
Oh, face. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Go to
No.
mesh.
Yeah, I see. So, copy vectors or smooth vectors.
You want to reset vectors.
So I just selected all and do reset vectors.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. I don't know what I just did. Looks a
Oh, the
bit
feet.
weird.
Just go back to... Yeah, just go back to object mode and I'll be able to tell. I'm waiting on your stream, sorry. There, they're not, the shading isn't broken anymore on the feet. And then when you're finished, you can, smooth and keep your sharp edges, and it should look pretty good in game. It should fix some of that stuff.
Alright.
I hope that helps a little.
I think it does. I've never... I guess I'll notice a difference in game. Right now, I don't know.
Yeah, you'll notice the lights and the shadows will look smoother.
Oh, I should do that to the Falcon that on Alex's because it has kind of issues with that, and I think it's because of the way he ported it, because he probably forgot to turn the precise on, which can cause problems.
What were you gonna say, Sparky?
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention Telcha. It's like I could hear a bunch of noise in the background on, I think,
Yeah.
from your end. I assume that's like the TV. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And I heard your kids running around earlier. Are they watching the TV or are they somewhere else?
They're in bed now.
Oh, okay. It's like I was curious because it's like I hear the TV. There's like a bunch of swearing. I think that's JonTron. I think that's JonTron's voice.
It's JonTron. Yeah.
Yeah, JonTron, and like heard a bunch of swearing, and I was thinking, wait, are you kids just watching like a bunch of F bombs, or are you just introducing
No,
your
they're
kids
in bed
to F
now.
bombs?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's definitely good. I'm glad to hear that.
Mrs. Talcha put them all to bed, so.
I see.
So she's watching JonTron.
Oh, nice. Huh. Yeah, well, good taste. She's got good taste.
Well, yeah, but
Is with
as a kid, like I was like 10 years old, and I was playing Halo, and I always saw the swearing, but I never like copied it.
Yes.
Halo never had F bombs.
That is true. I mean, it was only like
thank
ass,
you for the sandwich, babe.
Shit.
See, PG-13 squares.
No Reddit jokes here. She made me a sandwich.
No, nice.
Excuse me.
By the way, Calcha,
I'm part alligator.
there's actually a bunch of other. There's actually quite a lot of other art I've made lately. This is the thing I made for the Shred Nerd server as a bit of a challenge.
Let me look at that. What is going on here?
This is featuring my main kind of character. My main avatar character is a robot dog named Sparky.
You will never be a real Aryan. Rat-a-tat-tat, Sparky terminates the Groypers.
I was like, I gotta point this out.
Yeah. I definitely had fun drawing that one. My inspiration for the Groypers was like Mr. Big Head from Rocko's Modern Life, like the frogs and toads in that show.
Yeah, I love Rocko's Modern Life.
That's my favorite That's one of my favorite cartoons ever, alongside Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Growing up, it was definitely one of my favorite cartoons.
Oh yeah, it's funny.
But I judge me, I don't care. But I really like the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob.
I think they're awesome. I don't see why that's like a bad take. That's like everybody agrees that those are the best.
Oh my gosh, they're hilarious.
Yeah,
they're hilarious without being too much.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I should mention, I actually do need to go to bed soon, but I'm gonna show you some more of my art first before I head out.
It's very expressive. I like that.
Oh yeah. There's just some concept sketches for one character I'm designing here.
I draw too, but I don't think I'm willing to show anything tonight. Actually, my
I
profile
see.
picture is a painting I did.
Oh, nice! That's pretty neat. I respect that.
It's OC.
Cool. And here's my OC right here, just posted right here.
It's pretty neat.
Thanks.
I appreciate the like old school feeling Western style.
Oh yeah, Western cartoons. That's my kind of fave. My fave type of cartoon.
There's nothing wrong with Western cartoons.
Oh yeah.
No, because I like anime and Western cartoons.
Oh, same here. Actually, a lot of my favorite animation is anime. I love Ghost in the Shell, Cowboy Bebop, especially Ghost in the Shell, Ergo Proxy,
Okay, so I'm
Blade.
gonna put you at 35.
What do you mean by that? 35?
Your taste in anime?
Do you mean 35 as an age? Are you assuming that I'm 35?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm actually 23. I'm
Oh
23.
wow.
Yeah.
You're 1 year
Ever
older
watch
than
Tenchi
me.
Muyo?
Tingy, I don't think I've heard that. Is that spelled with
Tenchi Muyo is great. It's an
how do you
older anime.
pronounce that? Tinjay Moyo?
Tenchi Muyo. Here, I'll post it for you.
Oh, okay. Oh, Tenchi. Okay, Tenchi Moyo. Let me have a look
Great
at
anime.
this.
The characters are great. It's funny. People like to say it's a harem anime. It's not a harem anime.
I've never heard this series before. Let me see what's actually about.
Aliens?
Let's see.
It's coming along nicely, Jordan.
Oh, thank you. I think I
I see.
have.
I'll have to check it out.
I think I have a marine like player thing, so I can make him actually use a gravity hammer. So
It's pretty great. It's one of my favorites. It's split into another anime called Tenchi Universe.
Tenchi Universe, expanded universe.
And then the writers had a disagreement. Tenchi Muyo is only 14 episodes.
I see. Post another little bit of art here. Another sketch here. Sparky sketch.
Gosh, I should pull up the concept art for my guns. All the guns that you saw today in the chat, I drew those on pen and paper before.
Ooh, awesome. I'd love to see them.
They're rough just because they're concept art and I didn't want to spend a lot of time on them. But they translated into the game pretty well, I feel.
I see.
Actually, I could go pull those off the old server. Let me go find the guns. I'll just drop these onto my desktop.
yeah, I remember that old server. I'm still in it.
Nostalgia's gone. I haven't heard from him in 2 years, so I took over the project and ported everything over to Halo 3 and did all the animation, everything basically.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, right? I mean, there's the Marauder. I don't think there's a whole lot of stuff on here. Oh, there's the Ruiner. Them tuna sandwiches were slamming.
Ooh, nice. I would like to ask if you're able to if you're able to, I would like what is your out of all the pieces of art I've shown here, what is your favorite?
Oh, hold on 1 second. I will tell you. Let me look through them. I don't know where this other image went. It vanished on me. I don't know why Windows automatically organizes icons. I don't like it. Just let me be lazy, Windows.
I just switched over to Linux. I'm getting used to it.
Alright. I found 2. That's all I got. That's all I got for now. So let me drop those in.
Let's have a look. Oh, it's pretty neat. Got some detail on there.
Yeah,
I
they were
do
literally
appreciate like the
drawn
texture.
at work. I was working and I drew those on some scrap paper, and those ended up becoming the guns that you saw in the models.
Neat. But yeah, these dudes have quite a lot of detail on them. A lot of different, kinds of little bits of machinery and stuff.
Let me grab the model products, and I'll show you from drawing to model, and then I'll go and look at your. Okay, now back to Jordan's server. Grab these 2, drop them in. There you go. Okay.
Ooh,
I'd say
cool. Oh yeah.
this sheet. I'm gonna react to it. I like this sheet a lot.
Ooh, yeah. I'm glad you like it. I definitely did have a lot of fun drawing the different poses there.
Yeah, I definitely like that. The rabbit thing's interesting.
Oh yeah, Eli. He's based off the March Hare from Alice in Wonderland. He's like a robot version of the March
Oh,
Hare.
I found my favorite. Boom, that one.
Jave,
As frog.
remember me. I don't know.
Master Cheeks right there.
Mr. Cheeks. I would love if he could join the server. I really would love it if he could join the server, because I actually really like. I love both his videos and his art. Like I was very pleasantly surprised when I found out that he like makes cartoon art, because I'm basically in the same league as him,
Okay.
making like cartoony like alien characters and stuff like that.
There you go. There's a nice concept to model there.
You might not. Oh, like the name rings a bell. There's someone in the chat.
Cheeks is a YouTuber. Chat?
Well, in the YouTube chat. Well, yeah, also Master Cheeks. I've talked to him on. Me and Sparky have talked to him on Shredded server. He's cool.
Javdav? I'm not familiar with.
Well, I mean
Javdav.
Master Cheeks, but Javdav, I don't know who that is.
Oh.
I mean, I remember. I think they were in a previous stream.
Is it the same name?
It's the same name. I'm just trying to
I don't
remember what stream, because there's just a lot of people nowadays. I'm trying to think.
Like, I'm at the point where if like 3 people have fun with my mod, I'm pretty cool. It'll all been worth it.
I definitely would like to give it a shot. So, which Halo game is it is it based off of? Halo 3?
The engine's ODST.
Ah, okay, I see. Interesting.
Oh,
I
right!
played Halo. I've played 1, 2, and 3. I've played Halo 1, 2, and 3, but I have not played ODST. So I'll have to give that one a shot. Yeah.
I used ODST because the support for better lighting and it can support larger regions. So
I
the city
see.
is all
Interesting.
one. The city, the big city is all one.
Big hub area.
Yeah, and it could support those. That's kind of what I wanted, is because the way the campaign is designed is you have a large open area, and then you move into, you kind of like complete some objectives, and you do some things, whatever I deem that you should do. Huh?
Yeah, we talked about the heavy machine gun. I remember that. And now here I am, working on the banished soldiers or banished humans.
Halo battles.
I see. Interesting.
So there's a bit of wandering around preparation. I want to feel kind of like a little Halo Combat Evolved, where you kind of have these large areas, but there's actually stuff to do in them. So I borrowed a little from Skyrim for those areas. Which I love
Neat.
Skyrim, so
How is it? In what way is it like Skyrim?
just the kind of like wandering around, taking out like camps and stuff, and or strongholds, or the kind of wandering around, fighting wildlife.
Open world. I see.
Yeah. But you kind of get a certain amount of objectives, and you can complete all of them, or like there's a minimum that you have to do to go to the next like structured linear area. So they all follow that kind of philosophy where it's open. I call them wild areas. You got a wild area, and then you move into a structured area, a linear.
Call him Chris. All right.
The linear section, you always fight a boss.
Ah, neat. Once
And
this mod
bosses
is
are they varied. They're sometimes they're wildlife, sometimes they're. I mean, the main villain of the game is that big brute and an arbiter.
Cool. I do really want to be able. I would love to be able to play the mod once it's ready.
Well, I'm setting up a playtest now. I
Oh,
have a
neat.
video on YouTube of me fighting one of the monsters. Let's see if I can go find it without closing off Jordan's stream here. Studio. I'm in my studio. Where's my videos? Mentions. No. Open YouTube Studio. This is
I should.
pretty rough early stuff. Okay. Your videos. YouTube keeps opening up all these tabs. Oh, and there's a bunch of original music too. I gotta figure out which video it is.
Hold on, I'm just going to start work on putting them in now.
Where can I post this, Jordan?
Well, you can post in voice chat text or off topic or general chat or what Modder Showcase if you want to. Untitled video made with Clipchamp 40. Oh yeah, that's the Lacarac. Or fuck.
The
No, thanks. I'll give this a look. I'll give this a look.
The little ones need work. They're pretty rough still. The animations are really stiff. But it's just me playing just to test them.
I'm having a look at it right now. It's looking pretty neat so far.
Original music.
Oh,
too, so volume
dinosaurs!
warning.
There's dinosaurs in this mod. Jordan approved. I gotta say, I like how fast that rifle, like the main assault rifle, fires. It's like a pulse rifle from Aliens. It's like the pulse rifle from Aliens.
It's the exact same fire rate as the Halo assault rifle.
I see.
And the music is all done by Nathan Lang-Lewis. And he's a buddy of
Who
mine.
did music?
And Nathan Lang-Lewis, he's a composer.
Oh, interesting. Is he like professional or just freelance?
He went to Berkeley for it, so.
Oh wow, cool.
Let's see if I
What
can
was
pull
that
up-
laugh? Well, I was just doing an evil laugh because I thought it was funny. I like dinosaurs.
Well, they're supposed to be aliens. I mean, there's a giant gator dog chasing you around. You have to log in to SoundCloud now? That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Here's a link to his SoundCloud that has this part of the soundtrack on it. It doesn't have the entire soundtrack. If you ever want
That
to
was
check
pretty
that out on
badass.
your own time, it's pretty cool. Yeah, that's just one of the monsters. In that video, I was having problems with him because his pathfinding radius was all messed up, and he kept trying to run for some reason because he couldn't pathfind around that big rock. So I had to make his AI more aggressive, and then I had to change make the pathfinding radius a lot larger so he could navigate around structures a little more efficiently. And now you can't keep him off of you.
Oh, I see. I should mention I actually did I did just subscribe to your channel.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I should
I
mention
don't upload
it's
very
like
often.
Evil Dino Laugh. Yeah.
I should mention it's like 1 a.m. where I am, so I actually really need to go to bed now.
It's 2 a.m. where I am.
Same here.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I would like to go to bed, and I hope you have a good one, dudes.
See
Yeah.
ya.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Back to the modding stream.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm
making the textures here.
Let me go delete that video because I'm not ready to really show people that stuff.
I mean, I thought it looked cool. Alright. Oh, wait. Game's blocking now.
So you're just texture painting this guy?
Yeah, it's kind of just first, drafted that, and later on I'll add more detail by using GIMP to just select each color and input in.
Evil Dino Laugh.
I think if I can just, do simple colors now, then later just select, because that's what I did with Banish Space a bit. I still have to give TLC to the custom chairs and tables I made for the Banish.
You could probably cover up you could probably add detail maps, and that will really bring this stuff up to a good quality, I'm not saying what you have here is bad or anything. I'm just saying, like, that next level, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I already kind of have a bit of detail maps on it, but I'm going to mess with the shaders more to see what else I can do.
Yeah, I play with shaders a lot now, as you can tell with the lava and stuff.
Yeah.
And I've been making my own materials too, like my own custom textures. I take with pictures, and then I go and make them into textures, and then I like a lot of I am still using Halo 3 stuff, but there's a lot of my own textures mixed in there now too. Like, just better control of the art,
Well, you get to have more unique stuff in it that way.
Oh yeah, you should see the stuff that Masters and them are doing.
I haven't seen what they have been doing.
Oh my gosh, their mod is gonna be crazy.
I've just been out of the loop with that kind of stuff, so.
It's easy to get a hold of him, man.
Well, it's just, the thing is I don't message people unless they message me first, which is something I need to work on, because it's a problem I have, because, sometimes I forget to message my family members too, which sucks, because, I just forget about that a lot, and I need to work on that and just message people
I see
more.
why these are bad. Okay. Yes, I'm still working on unwrapping. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on a block out. I think I need to just move on and focus on, like, adding instances and stuff.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think as long as it works well.
You get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
Evil Dino Laugh.
Alright, now time to rename all these.
Who was it? Hidden Zephyria that covered your one of your mods?
Yes, it was Hidden, Broken Circle. A few others have, but
I'm not familiar with Broken Circle.
he's my friend. I kind of befriended him when I joined his server because he's like, oh, I do weekly game nights, and if you were sick of MCC's shitty matchmaking, come join us. And I was like, sure. And it works out well.
Let's try to unwrap this. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna look good. I guess I'll find out when I import it. Let's see, Alt H.
Just renaming all the textures right now.
I just use the Halo properties and then just, name it over. It sucks building shaders over and over and over again.
Yeah, especially for maps. That's kind of what made me procrastinate on Banished Space, because there was just so many like shaders I had to make, and I was like, I don't want to do this again. But I kind of, I kind of decided to push through it anyways.
Sometimes it's what you gotta do. Export. .s. And as soon as the export completes, export. I think I might go lay down soon.
I understand, it's getting late.
Yeah, I gotta work tomorrow. Did that export? Import. I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't see if my compile worked. I guess it did go in. Okay. I guess I gotta go around, examine some textures here. Well, it definitely looks better that I seamed it. This is still bad. I can't get the caves right. It's really frustrating. I'm gonna have to seam them in like 4 pieces, and I don't want to do all that.
Wish I could help you find an easier way to do that.
No, it's just texturings like that. Especially when you're using one image for like an entire map. Because it's all canyons and stuff, so it's all, you know how it is.
Yeah.
So those look incredibly stretched, so I got to probably seam this thing in half. Let's do a cube projection. That might work. We'll scale this down. I wish there was like an easy way to pull the textures from Halo 3 when you want to,
I think the newer version of Osoyos has a extract tags feature. And you can use that to get the bitmaps.
I'm using just Alex's version. He's got one that has like menu memory.
What's that?
So you don't have. So, like, say you import a level. It's got like a drop-down box next to the browser bar, where you drop it down, and then it's got like a list of all the stuff you've compiled or pointed to before.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I can just go in and click like, I want to re-import my level from like 5 days ago. Click it, drop down to the level name, just tap it once and import. I don't have to go into my files and point towards it. I only have to do it once. Which is awesome. Thank you, Alex, for making that.
Oh, he has made a lot of cool tags.
It's a Osoyos. It's a like a custom version, a modded version of Osoyos. Okay, that actually looks decent now, so I'm happy with that. All I gotta do is smooth it now. I think sculpting the landscapes is like my favorite part. Because once you have your block out done, you can add a bunch of more faces and then just kind of, you know, just sculpt the land the way you want it to be. Because, you know, obviously you're used to working in Halo 3, and it's hard to work around the restrictions sometimes, you know, with the limits.
Yeah. And I think it makes up for it in having the ability to dual wield or use scarabs, which is not present in Reach or Halo 4.
Just having access to the engine, you know?
And I like Halo 3's water physics way better, and particles and all that stuff.
I like it better than Reach's.
Yeah.
I like it better than 4's. I don't know. They just kind of nailed it in Halo 3. That's the only real way to put it, in my opinion.
They kind of downgraded in Halo
Well,
Reach.
the way that it's weird because the way a lot of Reach stuff is handled exactly how Combat Evolved was handled.
Oh.
Like it's a lot more like Combat Evolved than 3 is. Blender. So I still can't get the caves unwrapped. They're cylinders, right? I tried the cylinder project, but it always blows them way out of proportion for some reason.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is ready for export.
You ready for an export?
Yep. I mean, it only took about 3 hours to get these two things done, and I guess that has to do with the texture painting, but... I mean, I have to give a touch-up to the marine faces because they look too good, guys, so I want to make them a little more scarred and damaged if they're part of the Banished. So that's another thing I have to do. And I also need them to have new voices, which is going to be a pain in the ass to figure that all out, because I've never done a custom voice set before. So yeah.
I'm gonna try to do a cylinder projection. Reset my. So it's just way too big. That's what she said.
Yeah.
The projection's so big that I can't even find the texture. Alright, unwrap. Let's do a light soft. Let's do a cube projection. Period. I might give up on this and use one of my custom textures. Use my rock texture I have.
That might be better.
Yeah, let's add a new material. I forget what it's called. Is it Talcha Rocks? Let me go into my files. I think it's Talcha Rocks.
Yeah.
Objects. Levels. No, I shouldn't be in objects. I should be in levels. Lava test. Shaders. Waterfall. It is called. Maybe it's under Brute World. Tags. Objects. Brute World. Crap. I'm gonna have to open up my Blender to figure out what it's called. Don't you hate when you forget what you name stuff?
Yeah, it happens to me all the time with the stuff I make. They're just all over my like external drives, and I never know where to find them. And sometimes I make folders to replace them. And yeah.
Come on, Blender, think faster. There we go. Alright, my material is called Bark. What the fuck? Oh. Rock TL. Control C. Now where is that kept? Oh my gosh. I'm having trouble like looking at my computer. I think I'm gonna have to get off soon. Levels.
Yeah, same here.
Lava IH test. Shaders. It's Rock TL. So let's type. Let's use Windows search. There it is. Copy. Let's go into lava test. Shaders. Paste. There, I have my thing now. Don't save. Alright. Now, let's add a new material. Control V.
Oh fuck, I
Control V,
forgot
damn you.
that.
Rock. Underscore TL. TL is my signature for stuff I work on.
Yeah, it's good to have that.
So if it's something like anything, it'll have TL at the end of it. So let's assign, and then we'll go over here. These faces. And boop, boop. Unwrap, cube projection. It's way too big. Boom. And then let's grab Alt H. Let's grab these. Let's unwrap these as well. Cube projection. Now, export. M1A1 ass. Import. Let's see if I'm finally happy now. Your guys turn out pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just
Banished humans.
Yeah, I just thought like if they're the
I'm
banished,
surprised
they
you
need
don't use
what?
a newer version of the modding tools, because the spheres have been replaced with like arrow markers, so you can point them better.
I don't know why I haven't updated. I guess I haven't. I'll look into it when I can. I just have been, I guess I didn't know there was an update.
Yeah, the arrow markers make it much easier to aim the markers, so like your guns and stuff will be lined properly.
That would help a lot. If only we had that sooner. Alright, now I just gotta go and get the
Oh, there it goes. Okay, my texture's looking, you know, it's better. It feels better. This cave didn't update. Oh, I forgot to assign it. Duh. Assign. And then this cave. I gotta get this whole cave now. I didn't assign it. Okay. Let's go down to Rock TL. Assign. Now let's do an export. Okay, last compile of the night, I promise. It only takes 18 seconds to compile the map.
Oh fuck, I forgot. I don't have them imported.
Huh?
In my map, I don't have the chieftain biped in it yet, so I just gotta add that, and then go back to Sapien here.
I'm surprised I didn't get a notification for your stream. All. Let's turn that on to all. I rang the bell for you.
Oh, thank you.
I happened to notice it by chance. Like, I got on YouTube and like, oh, Jordan's streaming.
Well, I've been trying to do these modding streams a lot more, and trying to do modding more.
I've been thinking of doing them too, just because I do, I play RoboQuest.
Yeah.
Okay, it's still not perfect, but it's a lot, my brain's a lot happier with what this looks like. Let me get a screenshot for you, bud, if you're interested.
I am. I'm just, well, I just gotta fix the shaders for this guy, because I just copied existing ones to give a good base to work
I'll
with.
send it directly to you, that way I'm not clogging up your server.
I don't mind the server's usually inactive, so, you know. Where...
And then I'll grab
Leaky
what the cave looks like with...
connection. What does that mean?
It's that... It just means the triangle's weird.
I don't think it matters, does it?
No.
Yeah.
Not unless there's a shitload of them. And then I'll get you a picture of my custom texture. This is from a photo I took with my phone. This one, this one, this one, this one. There. It's not unwrapped perfectly, but hey.
I mean, I think it looks pretty good for what you got started here. Like, especially since it's a new texture. And I like the fog.
Oh, yeah, I built that. It's my Atmos settings.
Yeah. Those
Yeah, I built-
settings.
Yeah, I built that fog. It's pretty cool.
I wish you could get fog to be in, like, individual places.
You can use fog planes.
Well, I was trying to do that for my aquarium map because I couldn't give the illusion of the fish actually being underwater through a tank, you know? Like, I couldn't figure out how to pull that off.
Have you tried scenery volumes?
No, I haven't.
Try that.
I'll look into that next time I work on the aquarium. There is going to be a bit of an aquarium section for Banished Bay, so I'll look into that for that. Just, oh yeah, that's the right tag. Oh right, I forgot, they're all gonna have the normals of that, and that shouldn't be a thing. These are Z fighting a bit. That's not good. Oh fuck, I forgot to export the shoulder pads. There we go.
I'm just watching your stream, man.
No, it's okay. I'm just trying to get all the shaders here to work.
Yeah, just chilling.
Alright, I think I did do that, okay. Chieftain.
Well, it was fun to catch up and. Oh, it was fun to catch up and show you some new stuff, man.
Same.
I hope you keep working on this.
I will.
I'm gonna shower and get my ass to bed.
I'm gonna do that soon. I'm just gonna wrap this up and, yeah, go to bed.
Yeah, let me know if you want me to eventually mess with them shaders some.
Yeah, I'd like so.
I'd like to goof around with those a little.
Did you ever happen to mess around with the ragdolls?
Oh no, I'm sorry, I forgot about them.
That's okay.
No, they shouldn't take me too long to build.
I didn't want to bother you about it because, you know, you already
I
got
wrote the
busy with a
tutorial on them.
lot.
Well, come to find out that someone else wrote a tutorial on them too. I didn't know about.
I think I remember that one, but I like yours better.
Yeah, they're not hard to set up. They just take some trickery. That's all.
I was setting them up for the Ostafricosaurus, so I think I've gotten the hang of it.
Yeah, and I mean, they take a while if you haven't done them like 100 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes after it's been a long time, I have to refer to my own tutorial. Because I made that one when it was all fresh, you know? Physics models aren't something you have to build that often. Actually, a lot of the times I have a harder time with the damn collision models.
Really?
Yeah, because they don't work a bunch of the time if there's too much going on, and they can be a pain.
Oh, that's the problem.
All right, champ, I'm gonna get out of here.
Alright, good night, man. Nice seeing you.
You have a good night, buddy.
Good night. Oh, thanks, Talcha, don't forget to like the stream. I might change the visor shader on this. All these guys look so fucking cool. Okay, now I got something to post for early teasers. I'm a bit too tired to do anything else for the rest of the night. Okay. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. It was a nice stream.